one also war free akunya so can be posterity will be the better judge.
What do you compare?
Now main child the man of posterity a judge he still got himself alive. And posterity has judged him fairly and have given him a second chance.
President
Mahama. So, we will say about state protocol abaso. Transitional team on the side of Mr. Mahama and Omososo, and then also a bomb abaso. Because this organization is very, very serious. It had to be done properly. Now, what is the essence of doing this? To show, say, we are moving from an old government to a new one. And of course, you have to gain that international and domestic acceptability. This is also to indicate to say, President Bako, Nabai Abewiye, President Fofronso, Nabai Eba. So, as you said, this is the 6th president in the 4th Republic. 7th January, which has become a holiday now, a very, very important constitutional day for that matter. Other than that, no say it's a holiday, I think it should stay. It's very important. 4th August today should be deleted and expunged from our statute. Then we should also go back to the 1st July, Republic Day. Very, very important. So that those who tried rewriting history, they will have a rethink the next time they get the opportunity. Now, on the final issue here, the can say, Mr. Mahama, what's in him? And one thing that is equally colorful, and say, he's been able to give us the first female vice president. Yeah. And this goes a long way to reinforce the view of affirmative action now. Very, very important. Yes, And with that, they have opened the door, you see, for women to also rise to the top. Who knows? If she's able to exhibit a quality leadership at this point in time, obviously that will pave the way for women. What I say, we have a balance. The number 1 is male, number 2 is female, number 3 is male, number 4 is a female. So we have what? A balance way. Number 4, Chief Justice Tokono.
Number 3,
the Speaker.
On the number 3, attack higher power. Yeah, number 3 was opposition.
Yes, only number. And somebody also asked me about horses now. If you go back to ancient Greece and Rome, in ancient Greece, near from the knights, in Rome, near from the celeres, that is Latin for horse masters. Now, woman and a bo wa no buy. So in a modern way, say I'm fan say penny process it through here. They will come. Some will be ahead of him, some will be behind him, and others sideways. And that was the same way in Penufort and they had a certain number. They fought according to a certain formation. Okay. So that in itself was transmitted to Britain. Was transmitted to Britain because we share the superpower movement now. After we do Britain and Cyber America, this particular practice was also then to say the Queen. The Queen way process where you see the celeres or the knights coming after the chariot. Yeah. They go before the chariot. It is very, very symbolic. And then we also know we share our traditional perspective from the northern region, for example. Ohono san ya obi bisa oha ahemfo ya mo omo etna bibisa so and I say etimi omonim mo ebo omo ho bai. I mean it's very and don't forget, for example, say in the period of Jesus Christ, which is we are told he had to sit he traveled on a donkey to Jerusalem. So the point ought to be made to say in totality this program has been very colorfully done from the beginning to the end. I mean, the organization is perfect. The speeches were spot on. Utie Tinubu's speech here, Otimu said, there is the need for that regional integration, and that Africans, we must write our own history and our own stories. we shouldn't allow others to do those things on our behalf so that they write things for us. We should be able to write our own history. And so to have this 32 years of our democracy, right, unchallenged, you know, I mean, there is nothing that has gone against this democracy. No. We have really, really done well as a nation. And I think that Mr. Mahama is a very lucky person.
What shared his speech now, I want to say? I mean, the things he said right from the beginning to the end.
Yeah. Okay. Speech, you know, there. From the beginning, you know, it says the beginning, which is 1992, was a reset.
Okay.
Because we were transitioning from military to democracy. So that was the reset. Now, he took the opportunity to say the sacrifices are always and he recount the different, you know, encounters on you know, from the period of Parliament, you know, contesting each other, you know, as presidential candidate and so on and so forth. Now, he also pats the back of Dr. Bawumia for his early concession. Say that is a mark of a sportsman. Then he talks about this, you know, the what's it called, the global geopolitics, the dynamics of it, and all this feed into the idea of BRICS. BRICS has come to stay, and that we need to understand. Say, he virtually put a philosophical question there, stoking a particular debate. He said, we must not only be looking at the Bretton Woods, but BRICS, and also, so we must avert our minds to the BRICS. And I think that in itself, you know, Obama Bretton Woods, for any other, say, look, we may have to do a little more for these economies. And yes, Anna, then some of these new blocks, you know, able to take over from them. And then once you are not able to give this economic way, you know, then these kinds of countries, they will shift. You know, some of these countries have been shifting towards the direction of China because of the way. Then he talks about the fact that we should be prepared for any eventuality in relation to any pandemic. And it's not a matter of if, it is a matter of when. Into no person or didn't make sure say ama adeno and to ye answer. It doesn't become reactionary. So Ebola before they were able to set up a center over here. People misconstrued that to me, say Ebola, but it was a matter of preparedness. What I say, a leader must have that, you know, proactive way. Now he talks about the 2024 elections and appreciate the overwhelming mandate the electorate gave him. He doesn't want to take that in for granted, and he even quotes, you know, Ronald Reagan by effect to say, look, to me no, esenipa no, amutu abanam ema o ensim, enya wa yedi to me no asha wonsa, because we should suddenly see how the MPP apparatchiks were now getting down from their high horses, knowing very well say, hey, see, to me no. So they were ready to do all manner of things as a way of getting their way with it in terms of the elections.
But look, President Kasano or outline about 4 key things he was going to do. Okay.
These are some of the preliminaries. Then he assures the electorate to say, you will not take their vote for granted.
Yeah.
He will ensure say you do good by them. Then he advises us against pessimism. Yeah, when Omarium say, Bibia knew until they are resigned to their fate. Then he talks about transparency. Or no, why not being say, obey the books of the nation to the unions, because unions and Dr. Bawumia once said that when the fundamentals of the economy are weaker, the exchange rate will expose you. And I told Dr. Bawumia, said, Dabi, when the fundamentals of the economy are weaker, the labor front will expose you.
Oh, but it is true then, and it is true
now. Now, labor front, you do know why they will expose you. They will be going on strikes. So when you see consistent strikes here, strike there, then it means that policy is not going down well with the people. Now, then he outlines the 4 areas now. Economic restoration and stabilization. At this point in time, if he's not able to do that, then it means that the cedi to the dollar, you saying both near Manibia. And that is something that as a nation we must fight against. Improvement of the business environment. Now we are here, Hunusania. Is it Lenovo? I find it's a Glover. Is it Glovo? Glovo. Big. I mean, your woman too big.
Companies, yeah.
Your woman is not a big water now. It's so a big way. So these are it means it's a business environment, and we pay, and that's the more reason why these people have to relocate. And for me, for him to say we are going to have improvement of the business environment, it is good. I mean, issues like collapsing the banks. Now, these are some of the micro issues. Collapsing the banks. Obviously, you will create animosity in terms of the business environment. And if you do investigation and you find out, say, there's that need for restoration. And those who did that on a matter of vendetta, they must equally pay for it. Then you have the third point, governance and constitutional reforms. Constitutional reform, say, say, MMDCs, and I say, I listened to an expert in FNSA, local government, and it makes a lot of sense why it is not going to be that simplistic for us to vote for these MMDCs. Yes, he outlines, I think it was TV3 or so. I listened to them, and it struck me, say, probably we need to take care of certain administrative bottlenecks before a bit into something of that sort. The final one he talks about is accountability, and fight against corruption. Let me say, corruption there, anti-corruption senior man agent nankasa watene seni faso enkana no na me kai bukwa obie ewo adom budget obie no na chese asamaba and sika we afa okita evidence no so entino you could see say it is something I said Dr. Baumia, can you give us accountability on PDS if you win the elections? Should Ghanaians vote for you? Can you give us accountability about SML? BOST? Name them. So, in the area of accountability, Ghanaians felt there was a need to rather vote for Mr. Mahama if indeed we needed that kind of accountability. Fight against corruption, he said 3 years in a row. The outgone, government, 3 years in a row, a more percentage was 43%. They never went beyond the 43% was the lowest Mr. Mahama had in 2016. And even Crown at that time, he accusing of corruption. And that was his lowest. He had as high as even 47 some years earlier. So the fight against corruption, the former president did not do well. Did not do well at all. Now, I've set up OSP. I have resourced beyond measure the Yokos, the Shraj, and all those things. But, I mean, that has not really sent us to where we needed to go. Now he talks about the reset of our state institutions. And the entire country ought to be on a reset. Because, to be frank with you, the way and manner Mr. Akufo-Addo and his actions virtually bastardized state institutions. Virtually, I mean, for example, buffer stock. How do you make Nana be the head there? I don't understand.
Or a lawyer?
It doesn't matter. The role that he's playing in the party, right, for me, compromises the neutrality and the competency of Weno. Where, for example, this rice here, contaminated issue here, he went out there defending, said, BB science. Another way I say, let's say GES, you have people who are spokespersons, who are PRs, or may grow through the system. How then do you go and put a communication member, national communication member of the NPP, as the PR of that ministry? These are up into say union for no cost strike. That's what more come. Is he going to communicate professionally as the PR of the GES, or he's going to look into the lens of way to do so? So these are some of the things, sir. Well, he also assures us his confidence in the vice president, and I think that is a good call. Professor Nanejino Pokwajiman, she's really done well. She has been very historical. The first female vice president in the public university. She is probably the first woman to have all her children having PhDs. She herself, she has about 2 or 3 PhDs. Yes, and then she becomes the first female, vice president in the Fourth Republic. Now, finally, before I go to the 24-hour,
yeah, sure.
So Osha,
my microphone.
He talks about, say, he touts the importance of the first female vice president, and then he says very instructively, leadership is by the legacy you leave. Leadership is by the legacy that you leave. And say I'm penning for, I'm say, no nashe. No nashe, and the great poet by name Sophocles, as I always refer, I say, call no man happy until the day that he enters his grave in peace. When do you know you have achieved your destiny? So, Asasiano Osha Senya Akufo-Addo before the 2016 elections, and look at the way and manner NPP has lost this election. Now, he makes a clarion call to the youth that he wants to ensure, say, this 24-hour economy will see the light of day. And his main aim is to create jobs. And this job creation, there wouldn't be any discrimination. And that idea will focus on the 24, which is very instructive, agriculture and agribusiness. So it means that he's talking about productivity, area of productivity. Look, we have the highest food inflation, the third or so in the sub-region. Meanwhile, we have vast lands. We have implemented planting for food and jobs, phase 1, phase 2, and we spent billions of cities. How then does it happen? Say, Bayira Baku, you turn 40 cities.
Hey, I said, I know, baby, what's there for?
Sir?
Hey, Doc, I'm so tall by Rache.
60.
Aha.
My goodness. Na who can you know my? Na mijina buduata hono onio market na my hono. Na say me to onio na. And the prices they are quoting. General anamu mayo. Asa watu ntos watu
sa open wo so a
open wo so a ntia na me bisa mo say ntino ehia no me de no mo survive. How are they feeding? How are they faring? But one thing I noticed under President Akufo-Addo said, look, one kro ye adwuma aboso so etu omo kado. They were asking for assistance in the mid of the month. And it was regular and consistent. So it tells you, sir, if you want to have this 24-hour economy, which should not be a matter of service, but a matter of productivity, then I think, sir, he's really going to ensure that this economy works again.
Now, it's our time now. Maybe a name of person continue. I mean, person will be questions. Maybe now, I'm a conversation now at 10 because when we say a lot of engagements, but what share the speech na Tinubu kan ye na as a person reconcile with countries na o ma ye cool no because I say na the focus na wo honso kakra ba do ntimi nsinipi was it a night then can say na ne kwanso ano no maybe other fa no.
Well, as chair of ECOWAS, for example, no, he has that mandate. So, and it is better that reconciliatory way, no, in as much as Ebia Dumbuya, Guinea, is it Abdullah something, more or less, it's like there is a suspension of rule of law. So, whichever way you look at it, there is a need to so restore. Because I would say they have to bear in mind, say, near what is the kind of second ones no, and to the South African be so ayakuno. Remember, say, there are soldiers also who can easily turn against you. Shekwanya, Guinea President Olusi Neyi, the very guy, Dumbuya, or not go funny free France. So he is the inner way ankasa of the president. And he turned against him. So one can say somebody can also turn against you. But if you have the mandate of the people, then it means that you have that constitutional mandate to run and lead your people till the time is due. So I think the speech was spot on. Just he sounded like he was sleeping or sleepy. He was tired. That's how he's been speaking. Finally, on this 24-hour, he made a call, a clear call on the business community to join the 24-hour way.
Very necessary.
Yes, very necessary. Though one can say by force, but one can say, who say the light is shining there, you will join. You will join because if at the end of the day, some people are given the opportunity, and you see, say, on production air cost certain incentive to say, yeah. Time now will be producing a midnight. They will make sure you have energy to do so, and you'll be able to employ a few more, so that you'll be running, concurrently and 24-hour way. That 24-hour way, I have proposed a street light authority.
Street light authority.
Yes. This is not business as usual. This will create a lot of jobs. Yeah, I was saying to me a year plan, and that plan is in the next 4 years, we shouldn't have billboards, wooden billboards.
In the next
4 years, we shouldn't be having wooden billboards. We should go electronic.
Okay.
And that should be under the street lighting authority. Street light is a can bill one with your electricity.
Sure.
You want to tell me say Ghana ni Ben who say kwan point nyane say light was so on so is safe.
Sure.
2, there is nowhere sin can thrive under light.
lights, yeah.
What you say? One, this way, say a 2 we will be able to acquire solar panels media power all the electrical way without making it be on the national grid. Then with that you can employ engineers. You bet me regionalize, so that the authority could be here, but every region. So you give out contract for people to build these facilities, the electronic boards. I think this street lighting authority, we wrote a proposal on it. And we gave it to, someone in the Jubilee House some years back. But they did not think about that. Captain, finally, before my way, say, Obi, Echo assess health insurance. Our tackle says it's a universal. Me assess me are malaria. Na me call away a tackle there. Na say within a week, me samba crass say me are malaria and yenhwamia. How are we able to track say that person? Yes, I had already assessed this, and so it means to say in the health insurance way, the reason why and performing as you should perform is because there are cartels in there. There are cartels in there. Abraham say yes ye opinion Asian a man presidential pardon. Later on I'm say enye no kure no. Now say no, there is collusion. Say no kure say later on say no, there's collusion. This person was paying, for example, and you said they say we're defaulting payment. Uncle Serviway. Only for a year to give him presidential pardon. So over 80 something or 70 something million account, was he going to pay?
No. Because when you're pardon,
then you have to understand, say, some people within our arrangement. So it means to say he will only give certain money to people who engineered his release, and the state will have lost out. You see how people create loot and share? And these are some of the issues. So if President Mahama intends to create jobs, of which I believe this 24-hour economy thing, that is the main thing, apart from revenue. The main thing is to give jobs to the teeming youth. The area that is focusing, I think I'll give him a thumbs up for that. Agriculture and agribusiness. It means to say at the end of the day, we should be able to have way. Look, I don't think the cocoa industry, a collapse. And the PBCs, yeah, auction among properties near there. Because some of the banks in the community, yet the galam say, yes, say, and sass, and a gold. A buyer minimum say to me gold for oil, and yet the city never got stabilized. Is the Abaya Echwemukoye? So at the end of the day, now Refi say, yes, sir, farmland, a come neighbor. Professor from Pomboatin, or say we should be very careful. In a not too distant future, we are going to have serious food crisis in this country. And so if you have changed government and the president is talking about agriculture and agribusiness, probably he's also seen the future, and that's the more reason why he wants to go in that direction.
Now, Doc, Wadaruma, there is this school of thought, say accountability the head is all year. Now, investigating and prosecuting offenders, witch hunting near there, is this something that Ghanaians are looking up for?
Hey, what your interviewees here? Accountability, they are there at all municipal. They want to see, because sometimes it doesn't have to be Serbia. Like I can't say so we have a way, we hate this say, we are say. Only for you to come to government and all those things that you said, they are not true, they are falsity. Abanesana, it means you won the elections by deception. They have accused the MPP under President Akufo-Addo of nothing. Because if you accuse Mr. Mahama of corruption, this and that, at the end of the day, what did you find? You say, I want to say, I won't know kind of video way. What you say? Mahama and Diana was so so with that, if you are not able to prove certain things of that nature, you see, then it means that you won elections by deception. You will lose election by deception.
Hey.
Because me,
as I want to meet TV, no say so many Chinese movie.
Yes, I want to be a reverend. Also be this offer. Well, Okodami we are. Obeti me converting Crawford. Now what say? I couldn't tell us that they're mine. Well, unless they be at
the time I walk.
I can't simple sound.
Or licenses. Now, the Duncan Kuford Nekai, or Kojina Catholic Bishop Conference, our International Conference Center on the 12th of June. Not say, another say, to me, our licenses are audio pretty small and large scale mining. Into dog, I said, into no, a honor cool remuno. South Virgin Forest, one of the man.
Oh,
a tre, a woo. Any hunting.
All right. Well, my end was saying. But one thing I'm a many just see and say we have restored a new order. Nobody will disrespect our chiefs. We had a president who do a year here. We are here.
Finally, Captain, let it be on record that President Akufo-Addo contributed about 60% of the Tabaumia's 40% loss. Emre Permino, you about discuss it.
60%.
Yes.
Nanado.
So Akufo-Addo went here.
Oh, but Nanado was a better president. That was a good president.
JB is a cynic. He believes in cynicism.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Doctor,
He owns microphone now.
Doctor, Nanado the planting for food and jobs, or the free citizens, for exports.
That is the thing.
Agenda 111 or the Aba we see we commission 3.
And also, who person who will pass our Kabiamano?
We are here now. I'll call agenda 111 no me show. According to say, falling sick in this country and relying on health insurance, you'll be added to the statistics.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
You must have money to go to Ghanaian hospitals.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it's just nice. See, I'm here for Monkama come and to moyem. And yadia, ye be yere mo se. Mon sorry na fe monchia obi foforo eno ensibium na emema oman mu ebejo na oman mu nso adedin edin I mean, I done as here. Yeah, you call no where you share speaker or
But all kind of when you but turn wash ye. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you my brother, Captain Smart. He was part of us. He came later. Obaye Nobeto, Speaker of Parliament. The Speaker of the 9th Parliament, Aban Sumana Kingsford Babin, the only journalist, our only speaker, Edin Komo, Captain Smart. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it to him.
And to the see and say, we na Speaker Gusu Kasa. Let me hear so no. Person chilling na interview.
The only journalist, the only numero uno. He's the only journalist who could hear President Mahama. Oh, for picture to small, Magana for who? I mean, you've done well. No, Magana for. I mean, oh, fast me. Chairman.
Oh,
Chairman. You didn't come home.
Right honorable. Me person won't come on. No, say, oh, but Captain, this is not fair.
It is fair.
It has never happened before. Right after swearing in, you want to interview the speaker. I say yes, I want to interview you. Okay, come, let's have it.
The only journalist who cheer president. The only journalist who cheer all the 21 heads of states. The only journalists are cheer the sitting president. And then the only journalist.
What is wrong with you?
Or Sanso. That be former president Wankoho. Hey, the only journalists are or Sanso interview speaker right after the story in ABC. Yeah,
and see.
Oh no!
I said, yeah. Honorable Sumano Bagbane.
Honorable Bagbane, the Right Honorable Speaker. Congratulations, sir. The Right Honorable Speaker. Waye edwani na congratulations, sir. Congratulations. You've been in Parliament for a very long time, and when we're checking the records this morning, we came across a very historic statement that you are the longest person that has been in any Parliament house across Africa. By the year 2028, you'll be 36 years in the Parliament of Ghana. This is a huge achievement. Sir, how were you able to do this, starting from 1992 till today that you are the Speaker of the Republic of Ghana?
Shall we please stand? I have been in the service of my people and mankind for all these years. So wherever I go, I'm able to enlist the confidence and trust of the people. That is all. And that is not through my strength, it's not my might, it's by divine grace.
Your tenacity and your ability to solicit ideas and even influence people positively to contribute to very delicate national issues is awesome. Is it a special skill? Were you born with that? Or is experience that you have accrued in politics?
I think that is the upbringing. I from the royal family and were brought up to rather serve, not to allow others to serve us. And so through humility, I'm able to inure into the heart of people. And that is only the secret. The secret is that we are not in power, but we are in service of the people. If you want to think that you are in power and you can control people, then you have a problem. Because the power is rather in the people. And the people have called you up to serve them. And they want you to serve them in a specific area of their lives. And
finally,
so,
sir, the 8th parliament was a very difficult one. I'm sure this time we're going to have some rest. I mean, it's not a hang parliament, and I'm sure, it will not be as tough as before.
Well, I never take anything for granted, because the large numbers we have coming from the NDC is also a challenge. And I should be able to get them to focus more on national interests, the collective interests of all Ghanaians, whether you are NDC or MPP or PNC or independent. That is what matters to me, and that will be a challenge. But I hope with the 2 deputies that I have, I'll have some breathing space to rely on them in my absence.
Thank you so much, sir, and congratulations.
It's a pleasure, sir. It's a pleasure.
All right, so that was the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament, Kingsford Sumana.
Yes, Sumana
Bagbey.
But your own person interview where Frey.
Oh,
what day? Open science. Oh no, you not get it.
Jimmy.
Oh, General. I have been in Abutana Menkasa. I said, one more, phone said me a stumble, Mrs. Mimpem was him. Oh, open science interview where Brabeji. Why? The Speaker of Parliament has spoken. I said, of course, I wouldn't quite interview. I said, Nina, work and walk a day. It's your tape no ha. Can't get a see Captain Smart. Hey, the baby ni. Oh, I would say.
Where we?
There Kasa.
Where we?
What the Kasa.
And no actually, no, your name, Openi Hudu Yahaya. Oh, yeah, the former General Secretary of the NDC. Ishia Oho. And then, also born Komo. Ajin Nifugu. Nifugu. Black and white.
Yeah.
What was on time issue?
Oh yeah.
Onone Kojo Chikata.
Yeah, Kojo Chikata they be aware. Yeah.
Omon time issue.
Omon dey have shoe.
Emrebi Busano. Emrebi Busano.
Na obi nche shoe so okọ Busano sa.
Yeah, me Busano. Say na matete stories be bre say. Yes, we dey duro binti say o chef shoe ana you be tutu no be too bomba ontime nyira. Oh, I had funny stories. So I said, what is this supposed to mean? So I came to Accra 2013, I said, okay. I met the man, I said, oh, Accra, this is what I've heard. I said, oh, my brother, if I don't have any medicine, I don't have any juju. If I wear full shoe, I will not die. Even last Sunday, I wore a full shoe, but it was just for 30 minutes. You know, Eti, by Eti Openi Hudu, Yahaya, former General Secretary of the NDC.
The swearing in of Yamampeni John Dramani Mahama and Abba Ewiyeno. I am honored to have the former General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Mr. Hudu Yahaya. Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And I hope you are fine.
I'm fine, Captain. I'm fine.
Tell me about your joy.
My joy is that at least Ghana is moving. You know, Ghana is moving higher because the president-elect has reminded us of his promise to keep to the promises that he has made to move Ghana forward. So that is my joy. The youth, we need to leave something behind for the youth. He has promised that. He has promised accountability, which some of you have contributed to this country. That is my joy, that at least Ghana is taking a fresh step.
Okay. Let me go to the former Right Honorable Speaker, Honorable Do Ajaho. Honorable Do Ajaho is the former Speaker of Parliament. Honorable, in this country, fighting corruption has become a very difficult task. Fighting corruption has become a very difficult task. And then our just sworn in president did indicate that he would do everything in the capacity to fight corruption. You've been in Parliament for a very long time and you ended up as a speaker. What do you think? How can we help him to fight corruption?
You should fight across the board. Corruption has no political color. So if NDC is corrupt, NDC person is corrupt, you should let the law take its course. If NPP person is corrupt, let the law take its course. But once there's a suspicion, the slightest suspicion of selective justice, the corruption cannot proceed.
Your party had an overwhelming, endorsement by the people of this country. What do you think actually accounted for this victory?
Well, I think that, clearly there was so much economic hardship. Things were really tough. And government, at a point, government became insensitive to the complaints of the Ghanaian people. You look at Galamsey, you look at the taxes, and a whole lot of them. And at a point there was arrogance, a little bit of arrogance or power, if I should say so.
Any expectations?
Well, the expectation is that we should not make the mistakes others made. We should make sure that we meet the aspiration of the Ghanaian people. It's very, very important.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
And let me talk to Professor Joshua Alabi, the campaign manager. Sir, I don't know, what was the trick? How did you do it?
Hard work, and we came together as a teamwork, and we identified some of the lapses from the 2020 elections. We corrected them, and we were ready to go, and that's how we did it. We were all very committed to it. Everybody did his best. We had the flag bearer and his team move around. We had the running mate also move around. We had the national chairman move around. We had a national organizer. All facts we spread out, and I think that that helped us. We always also to identify some of the lapses in Ashanti region, and we work towards that, and that also reduce what I call pardon, and we were able to make it.
You are a happy man this afternoon.
I'm happy we are now going to reset the country. We have really salvaged the country from total collapse. The country was on its knees, and I believe strongly that with the team that is excellence will be forming, we're going to work hard.
Any expectations?
I'm expecting that we'll deliver on our promises, and the good people of this country will be happy with us, and will keep us in power for some time.
Thank you so much. That's Professor Joshua Labi, the proud General Secretary over time, Fifi Fiavi Kote. Honorable, congratulations.
Thank you.
The proud General Secretary.
Thank you.
How did you do it?
I mean, teamwork, a lot of teamwork. So I would think that's really what it is. I mean, a lot of teamwork. And of course, don't forget, I mean, this election was not just about NDC at all. It was I call it the soul of Ghana that spoke. So we can only be humble and accept that is what Ghana wanted. And we work hard to make sure it happened. And we work hard to make sure we justify the faith in the people.
The president made a clarion call on everybody in this country, from both divide NDC, NPP, and everybody in this country to come together. We live in a country where people, when they have expertise and they belong to the other side, they do not even want to come to the forefront to build a country. How are you going to do that?
I think it's because there's too much of what you call the winner take all. So people believe that if I've lost, why should I help you? Because you're taking everything by the way. So we need to have a culture that includes more. That's why some of us were known for the idea that MPP should be denied the second deputy speaker in parliament. We should get behind, leave behind some of the pettiness and grow together as a country. And that's the only way.
Your Excellency,
your style, your
distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, officials of Parliament.
How did you get those skills and political tactics?
I think it's passion for the country, wanting to make sure we do the best we can. Wanting to make sure we do the best we can for the country. That really is so it is.
Thank you so much. The chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Honorable Johnson Asiedu Enketia, Accra. Memoir.
My friend say appointee. My here convoy no to a me home betting me.
And I don't know. I say, etino me nana ewaha. Me a medium. Now what Roma said a beya menian from Swano. Cowbone Condra dini ye mammy and Kameni bet.
Yo. Nana Okofo
will be accompanied by the Vice President,
the second,
the Speaker of Parliament, the Chief Justice, and the ceremonial
Achapim Adontin Abonte Domhine for the whole Gomwa. Miasam Samiye Odikro war Yetu Funu Antia Yadoko Antiaze. And no nane ato MPP for no Yetu Funu Antia Mimi Krom Yadoba any Gomwa Antiaze.
Mamiko, the most Reverend Lawrence Tete. Papa, good afternoon.
Congratulations. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Papa. Umpai Baba, Mapompai for transition. Said a bear and then Yamia Yamin, what's your president in the inaugural speech?
You know, I watched President John Mahama speak, and I like the demeanor, the message, the simplicity, and the manner in which he presented it. But more so, the number of presidents that have come to Ghana this time shows how much Ghana's place in the sub-region is respected. And I think that one is a plus for us. We Ghanaians should pat ourselves, all of us should pat ourselves and congratulate ourselves. But we shouldn't forget that we still have work to do. There's a lot of work to do. We must come together in a massive united front to build this nation. Ghana needs all hands on deck.
About any expectation?
Yes, that we will be humble, that we will be steadfast, that will be prayerful, and that is what the answer is. So God spoke to Solomon and said, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked way, then will I hear from heaven, forgive their sins and heal the land. I believe the land will be healed, but these four things must be done.
Thank you so much, Daddy.
And congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I like your suit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That's it. Now what to say? Many just say me home. Yeah, Danyamias. Yanyami to me any. Sebi, Kubita baby no kase, wunya bibi said.
Please be seated.
No casino boy. Sana nyame no amani pa krona semninya nti enede. Nyankopon na ekasa no. So you are no a proper who not do esi abonte. Nti nipa nya hu ano mabobrim. She president or maybe go kroma. She distinguished men. I'm telling you, it's never happened in the history of this country. It tells us that at the papa na bagana. Nti nya boche Ghana bejina Ghana be fan into my pefra.
We now for former MPP for na omo frɛ omo ka dey.
Omo to me frɛ me. Because omo wa power na me frɛ omo. It is here to me frame.
My main call, the women organizer of the National Democratic Congress. Girlfriend. And I want
now can say easy say. onyankopɔ de nkonimdie kɛseɛ sɛ bɛma ɛnyɛ easy nti ɛna meyɛ national women's organizer of a ruling party big one adeɛ no
who say we share president ahodoa aba mekɔ hɔ sɛ mekɔkyea wo na mekyea nsida I mean, from Obasanjo to Goodluck Jonathan, from almost all African presidents were here. Who is saying with 24 envoys, ne akasifu by.
His Excellency, a way to say Ayiko to John Mahama, and as his person as John Dramani Mahama is on the bank, and I try to ma a dom do duina a buy so more baba. Witnessing the swearing in na and also so we see His Excellency Tinubu ne speech or say one Ghana ye one one ne be ye adwuma bo which as a president say ba ye no and no kire ni pursue a ye de ne si so ana ye de ne si so and then nyame adom ye wo a new president. And I miss you say who knows to say once a former president Nanado now or sorry or say on handy over power and he me pass and na omo mabani nyina hunu say sabi na okasakwa tie me de so ono so na waji atum na omo nyina hu so my former na the most important thing is say President John Dramani Mahama me nim say he shall deliver. Na so enyema bebrodi agu kwan mo no media dia meka da ne se obia baby a ahoho ba eye asaso e wo fie enti se uko obi fie na nasaso etan ya mepa cho enko ne bedroom ne nyina kire se eniema yehu na bonte a etan no media megidi se ena yaje yade wo ma hand over saban ni koma bia de wo no ebechen de yenim nanso ni nyina mo no yenim se President Mahama has what it takes on the vice president say umbe reset Ghana was it
when be before no what free
oh my the midi kan efra no ba efesika afenyo markings me catch and say wa front send the percentage my friend aka miko leakage mfua ono me friend no me hu abu omo third vice chairman so my friend no anti megu so afrefre omo say die enya agesa anti omo nkotena se no omo mboa na President Mahama ombua bandi e kan ya ne se wa juni so be sabotage system no you sabotage you before you even think of it.
All right, let's see, that's the National Women Organizer of the NDC. Dignitary, no, ebi eda ewaha sedebeya ebiti.
Everything the course war Independence Square no ebi no na nipa na me pene Nena Kasaye Sofpeni Duncan Williams. Hey, because you're Pamo.
Oh!
Because you're Pamo.
This is perfect.
Because you're Pamo. Michia Sofo Usubempa. Kochia Nigel Gezi. Mikochia Mesofpeni, the chairman of the Church of Pentecost.
Yes, all the people know.
Mikochia, the chairman of the Church of Pentecost. Michia no say, hey, Ujaf. Oh, no, say Papa me. Oh.
Kochia the nation's prophet. Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Dankwe.
Sure. Kochia Nigel Gezi. And I'm Kochia Savior Church of Penny. Papa Abraham Eduse. Hey, you're buying. Friday Kente fine.
Wow.
By and I'm Kochia MPP MPs and so. Obi bu many James be boon be. MP Kokobi as a porn on Obama Bino. Oh, your boy, to be poor and change. I'm saying, hey, not a. It's a woman to the bow. Because I'm a Kochia Patrick Boama. And yeah, that we don't know. Let me Kochia Patrick Boama and your friend say. Educhum. Patrick in here, Educhum ni. Ena another operator so. Why na this say? I know him dey I'm say I know. Just about the chair. Ena bichia another oppressor and then second deputy speaker.
Andrew.
Honorable Sema. I say, hey, to walk me. I'm sorry, Ben can say, me city engineer. That's how we are going to walk. I say, no, no, city engineer. Now, there was small kitchen. I was be spark. Inti, ono usi from no better than I near so the Americana. You know, question Adrian near the Chimpe. So, second deputy speaker, and to win in this agro. I feel me corner. I say, telescope no. I'm happy, sir. To me, try and say that because also marry. I think no we not pies here. So marry. Eti, mene GH ne pakwesi ena the nra and then na so say sapomane ne kasa papa na no share red no. Kasa hey gentlemen move the area on pakwesi. Say pakwesi di menim kan eja. That time no beyond ever, so they were asked to stand, and then who go fi watch? Oh, me one COP. Jenna white shirt and red tie in the blue suit. What if somebody who saw a shirt to that? Sir, they be a moose or shirt, any trousers, any jeans, any police attire. Ah, that of a fan who brutal, and the way you know 15 minutes. What tremendous fine. Oh, that's not a quack for you. What police do not mean? Oh, I mean, go for by, go for by. Nipa, but me sure say, we interview with Naka, or cat Nakobisu. Where about me? There be also. Nakono Nakasa, about me, and the share. Who's a crabby or my own also. Also, no go be said by the say. One day, Krata so command and I say on Pam Chief Justice. Also on Pamobia. Say, also on Pam na case the moon you do. Case the moon you do. Chief Justice. Uncle baby. Say Chief Justice. Uncle baby. Internet 7th. Edu. Say ye. And that's 7 January. And that's 7 January. Nanado on your president to be. Nanado on your president to be. And I say, yes, I say, K1 your president to be. Uncle. But then I Rebecca could find a wife. Sir, that woman is a very beautiful woman. No, now, First Lady, a Lodina. No, so can't tell you bad. What's it happened? Let's see any. What now? The could have a name you know that they and you know back up. Ojina Hana Diazugu, how that be back up. What else about me? We coach National Chief Imam or Smart say my friend. Oh, okay. And one person I admire so much, so much, Chief of Staff. Julius Debra, extremely early. What do my dear people don't know? I've heard a lot of people asking questions about Julius Debra. Julius Debra worked with Rollins. Oh, okay. Yes, I think those. He worked with Professor Mills. Yes. And he worked with John Dramani Mahama. Okay. And this in penny phone be John Dramani Mahama Mai. Including a list of ministers, no be who said it here. If we are saying what JB, loyalty pays. Yeah, that's true. So, that's true. We are loyal. I am here. Do baby no. Na Obieja Mahama, especially when he lost 2016 and 2020 elections. No, everybody thought say that's the end of him. They were looking for an alternative. And let me say this. When you said the meeting, said they will not allow him to contest again. Oh, really? Yes, 2020, the family met and Ibrahim was wild.
And then I see me interview Ibrahim Mahama. I say, oh, I mean, I will not talk on TV. It's not me. I will not talk on TV. I don't talk on TV. And I appear to the video now. So, well, who knows catching into Onkasa? But what is all about on one driver by or the coach bus libino, sir coach mini bus libino, and not driving a bus for na through the VIP side of it to do honomono and no see for no in sea form and on the kind of corner or match of winner. And that was so beautiful.
You know, at a point it was bad.
Wow.
And after the 2020 elections, now I say Obia Mahama.
Sure. And that time Mahama felt that disappointment.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
A corner with him.
Yeah, sure.
And it took Julius Deborah to stay with him. And then Callistus Mahama.
Dr. Callistus.
Stayed with him.
Wow.
And Edu baby na upobia on who no. Now be who Julius. And till today, Julius is Mahama boss. Till and then.
Today, you don't hear it. Today, you don't hear it.
Eti na ka apa say on fa chief of staff. On fa me. Ana JB. Say hwan ya. Obi anu wo be fa no age Julius na. Julius na be ko. And people must appreciate loyalty.
No, but in any case, General said, offer Julius as the chief of staff. It's in line because 2016, before somebody lose 2016 election, now chief of staff Julius Deborah. It is an uncle. We need 2016 now. Oh,
me sure
it was the same thing. He was going to continue. It is about to also there. And then was when the power of now people are. I mean. I anticipated saying that only Julius Deborah, and I said, on find the people from a chief of staff. I mean, the man is also experienced. And this time around, John Dramani Mahama should work with experienced people. And you're more money brad here. But more experience makes me a year Jumano. These are the kind of people Ghanaians want to see them work. And yet, babies with sharp teeth. And,
apart from experience now, I want to also relate better with party people.
Yes.
And Julius is the type who is scholar, he will call you back.
Sir.
Yes.
Oh.
He will call you back. And party ni biya on Julius any encounter biya no be someone kasa. Also answer the president biya by appointment to be no. There are some kind of consultations biya. The cost of finding out from one or two people. And from the deputy youth organizer of the NDC to the national chairman, they all approved that Julius should be the chief of staff.
Wow.
So that should send a signal to you.
Wow.
That should send a signal to you. So that's it.
But I mean, today was beautiful. Today has been beautiful.
Oh, what do you say? Or you reserved to Sukakra one shall who about Julius?
What do you say? All corner. Or is it not all corner? I felt and I thought, say, Naka the police will be doing a cheat.
No.
So, sorry, all corner. It took the party boys. As the chief of staff, but Mumium. And he was alone with the wife.
Oh, Julius.
He was alone with the wife, and I was so shocked. I was like,
Oh, it's that time now. Papa, you say, Omo and Cochiano.
One could be
Martin Penny for the idea, you know, be a friend of friend and Timano. Tell them, Coach, I'm saying, over our own cause, and don't the doors or don't the doors or
one could be.
I say, ferry.
At the time, I wouldn't be a call with him, and offer actually one. And the party guys were like, chief of staff, neighbor, Mumma. So one of the guys led him out. And I was so shocked.
So that is Julius for you. I mean, it's down to earth per se. There's so many things I'll learn from him this time round.
No, I mean,
I think, say, and then one other young man, let me salute him this afternoon. When a brand say back stand away.
Yes, that guy. Super.
And maybe now, Ebetom say yes, say wafa or the journalists be camera to form. But camera to form so say no certain was a huge thing in this country. You remember even back being some time back said say Mahama Crow and small boys to say stand him.
Yeah, sure.
That time I told somebody here in Accra around 2015. So look, me, you know, I'm doing MPP Juma, but say obi so bin sem say openasema. Yeah, careful. Bisa nipa na opesa nipa na asem no. Di ntia openasem. And I can tell you, sir, stand away. So I am very loyal to Mahama.
And I'll tell you one lady, one woman.
Share.
Yeah.
We'll share Mahama movement, stage, organization,
and everything,
arrangement. Mahama Nankasa being managed.
Yeah.
And then I'm a stand. Then Sagunachi. Mahama sorry na or coswe in no. Or say on ni edisi no no more one right to say. And he said something. See Emma Ulmani Jidaye or yeah Natadian style be. As I Okwa I don't know if it was the position of the microphone or whatever. I didn't hear, but I could see him say something to the old boy. You know, and which arrangement now a course so hono set up ni no stand up by idea.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Where first lady ne Mpenifo Betina baby a speaker ne president elect vice president elect Betina baby a special guests our by Tinubu ne Nana ne J Kufono ne ba obianom Betina, you know, and they will share everything how the whole
and a certain eye for quality stuff.
You
would underrate it, but you realize that no, this thing is so unique.
Oh yeah, I want to ask you. I join executive
because maybe MPs later, you know, you will see clearly say that be this particular space is different. It's a different place altogether. Black, you know, maybe foreign president for the
also black.
You could see that arrangement. Oh, come on.
Said see arrangements in my media no shame feel this time man crowded. Even though do baby no mo kunsuo because this come do.
Oh, yeah, easy.
And then stand many now. But stand, Charlie, you need to get somebody and train.
Maybe a judges for no quarter and maybe the senior military
senior
officers,
security
officers so it was so on point.
So be anyone who training, I think that we should look for someone and train.
Na bo woman we abaso Joyce Mutare Bawa.
Oh, they be on the say a different level.
I mean that woman is super lawyer.
John Hono Abo Omodoso, but it's just for the purposes of this discussion.
Yeah.
Tina boss Stanley, Chief of Staff Julius Debra. Edino to say that as a Fourth Republic we mono or ne Fremo Pare and I ever trauma the 8 years as Chief of Staff.
Yes. Okay, so but when you're consecutive time.
But no so didn't feel what
but also before.
Today you don't hear it.
You know, so stand I there, Oshade nefe how colorful it was. Nina no the idea.
But unfortunately, most of the presidential aspirants I don't know.
I say be Obakra show you who also do baby no a dominant fee stance in him.
Yeah.
Ebeji enimu no. Iti ema bebre enim see.
I was expecting to see Alan Kojo Chebate.
Okay.
I was expecting to see Cheddar. Nana Kwame Bediako. I was expecting to see Kofi Akpalo.
Wami? Wamakra here. Kofi Akpalo.
When?
There.
So presidential aspirant.
Person here has been the best. Unjam was a crowd.
Oh, yeah, you're careful. A few more days.
Kofi Akpalo here presidential aspirant. Odi best a 4 or 5.
Yes, so say also.
Wait.
Kofi Akpalo.
I was expecting to say me who George Chumberima. Nanado cousin.
Yeah, but Kofi Apalo waji contract wanye.
Then the inauguration will say. General.
What's it? What's it?
Oh, comrade, I was here. It was 1 year.
I just contract one.
Inauguration will say. Inauguration will say. General.
I'm a traffic. Kofi Apalo, who bet yes cano, and just a quiet quino.
Only me, yeah, dear, you're careful.
Na quiet, and I feel
military for the mobile and also so
no, honestly,
give them a thumbs up.
We share national security for now or hono. Me name so more hot that for now be but we share you know. Omunye national security for more. Nana Nebuchadnezzar buying it.
And Blue Gate for Nibia.
Debbie. Okay, so I'm crying. I'm signing off.
And Blue Gate for
6th December.
Yeah.
I'm signing off and Obia signing off. And Wako report now the Utu.
Oh, yes, I go for Palu by you.
Me wuna come to Nakonya International.
What is your name?
They did very well, especially national security for now no more. Between maybe judges and one,
yes,
and maybe not chief of staff from Motiano.
Yes.
Well, say maybe a president elect President Mahama and vice president Jane Nano Pukuajiban Ewono. Oma security for engineer Mochi Umujina in the cordon.
Yeah.
So don't want to say what to say. And I was so happy the way they coordinated. The bathroom says, I say appointment to be I say some catch us say catch us say anyone eti na me share one me come be na me share security especially maybe a president will be bria me share me far straight and my back. No matter how it is being managed, and the commanders were not many, so the instructions were not distorted. It's me fluid. It's we share baby ana presidents for no penny for dignitaries ne bar omoka ne fa ebana. You could see police for be with some few military officers, and then national security for no kakra na oba be a first lady wona ene wo machi no because this is national security for now they were taking instructions from one person so you could see the coordination in security
until hey pagosi go this way
this go
na hey come this way no
mwebie come on
I mean today
and I was share judges na chi no also na ebidimu te judges na chi the judges had 3 roles 1 2 and akasifo no Supreme Court judges no omo workers na de no it was about 3 roles were left for them but what shall the 4th role they were all national security operatives ajunim
oh okay
yeah they were all top security officers.
I mean, now for bass back on the buy.
We now saw the bass back on the buy. Top security officers, and then
wow.
What should be okay, say if you say it's he or left, you're right to say no, and an foreign dignitaries no one. Or share a honswa. Burkina Faso buy, you know.
Yeah.
On what did the team they buy?
No.
And the guy said that they were not going to sit down.
But I want to say,
almost said they will not sit. Yeah, they said they will not sit. Obiasu kuta bag. Left and right answer the open. What was that worry now? Guy now. The person that's saying
and then I'm in the yard. So it's so Jenny.
And the person that's saying who not then I'm
well loaded that.
I fully loaded. But not me. See, Ghana is security for the one. Your mom will be a Juma. One said there was a national security person here.
No, on the no leader.
Oh yeah, no, what is all your state protocol?
Yeah,
but on national security.
On the leader.
On the leader.
Oh, okay.
Eti. Tourist from no who saw no kutetu no. Etu no what no. And a corner right na etu no no. So he was 2 feet ahead of him. It is a which na wo yi to na space be ban to obehu. It say obeba na chia bowa to form. And I say obema space no san hu no weso.
So e be ma pa.
Ono so e be ma fine.
Oh yeah, obebo pa.
What is your name? And maybe I don't need na show. I was looking at security and how things are going to be. Now, Usha, Kofi Boache to one find the phone. As on Yeri. It was Abu answer was sending message. No, I need to pages one I say. Smith no, I send it back. And guy now, state protocol, you know, do one bano catch us a boom and national security. And he had a weapon in his jacket.
Oh.
I was observing him to say.
Nah, about the sir. Now say if let's assume that the unfortunate happens, no go you two or one.
Hey, they will gun you down immediately. When they will gun you down immediately. What's it? What no more baby first lady teenager honor. What my is to rush in a split of second. When
Now go to say
to protect.
Tinubu na go say na dwane.
Where
Tinubu.
What
is your name? What is your name?
President Mahama, Speaker, and
what is your name?
Na woman to me akọ. Nti say o share wo ma. Wo no mo e kire ho no. Wo no mo adwuma no.
Obuso your national security operation.
Serious o. Ebinum jeje o ma stress ebi kura hye o mo si gold ni ade. Ofi so ya alaji onya alaji bia. No mo no mo adwuma no. And one of more judges that you make us no primary responsibility, you know, say speak we president obey chief justice now we speaker of parliament now any of these three say bonetuna Ghana hunamane
okay
it's one or more much you want usually the omo yedi answer this time no mo yedi pa and time I mean who say one more year security arrangement TV was 2005 time I President Kufuor year in the second swearing in no what's we do one day security tag in the back that's why they give me this because say I hear do be and to have access everywhere eti one na e ma me no timu ho o ma shake fine but bag na si obi anche bia na etu dem.
But another observation. Who say Tama Burkina Faso Okwakuchia Babino. Babin explained the meaning of Burkina Faso.
The land of it's a brave or something.
Yes.
Courageous men and that.
And I mean they had some few interaction and it never happened because who say other ones be no invite your mobile. One fans, but I don't know. He took time, explained I mean the meaning of Burkina Faso, and as also and did you
say or you young or you young
yes
and or ya dear penny for necessary more
oh okay or dream penny dream
yeah or ya dear same penny 4 year
he's a
once say tomatoes boy dey in Ghana it's because of him
yes so no dey be brain like
say onu wadua and we see tomato factory so processing the tomatoes. Into no processing the any say big car. And all the member.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's doing.
Oh,
Eti so we share what much you wanna and then baby ana MPs in it no. Baby ana MPs in it no. Say one would that be silver that you na omode akatakata baby ana MPs in it. There were certain things under and there were sending signals.
Oh, okay.
And now one say ni na fa baby software do say ne najegezi num ete all round one no share party t-shirt NDC t-shirt change on the national security for
oh that
yeah
ayo mo na do betia o no na do ko chia Mahama no nya na no
there be one more baby MPs no one
oh okay
baby MPs no one
this is because when onyata any di nkomo pa
na o ti so mo bibi o mo ka
But no, what can French so? What na mama to French?
Minim.
Why? Me na nada means what to French.
No, but no, say me the question me make bravo.
Come there.
The boy na ko kan my brother Sava. Now what can my brother we are the Savannah also.
Na on Mahama Kabrofo.
Me say your excellency congratulations and I can say oh it's because of you when they saw you on TV.
About fans they are not you.
Many fans be. Me my education we. So e ho no nyina e chire ho no e ba baby a president Kufo mo etini nyina o say na o mu pia baby na ye gina no say dom no ko achi o say that side na ho so ye crowded ba na ye pia o mo e ho nyina wuntimi pia bia
I didn't say
hey but say wo gina ho nyina no
so mo achi so e na no ma ye parade no
also mo achi say no mo share no mo de parade de ko ho so that nobody can have access. No, the security arrangement today was super.
I see.
Was super. Now, we share say a war a Ponanuntino, we share Navy for no so air coba.
And whoever made that plan or they camera since say you hey
Debbie, and I make a say, oh, say, stand up way.
Come on.
With
the
President Techi Ache. I say, would the president teacher? I never back so shed no usia security. Unyansa. Why do you move down?
Yeah. President Nina.
Oh, that we did a chair.
No, but just a president Nina. And I been no.
Obi, I dream the Hofio. Unyansa. So, and this, honestly, the security arrangement, it was super. And crowd in the mono.
Yeah.
There were a lot of police officers and military officers in plain clothes.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them.
The numbers be crama. The numbers be crama, chairman. Oh.
What the one phone a day?
Me have me phone me the same.
Oh, when did it buy?
Me the bow.
Listen, a lot of them. Now, almost so a woman. Are there a year me fair? Power Ghana security for who say. Apart from one almost share uniform, who say we or share police uniform or share military uniform, you can see the weapon. No, all national security operatives are holding in a no. Weapons this year, but I love. In fact, this one be a challenge. You guys,
they were what? And almost dressing also what on point. I mean, almost
security was on point.
Yes.
I mean, who's our trousers and shame jackets? I mean, who's a BBA and a soldier for them so a bar hono. Comporte who brutal.
That's a just say.
To somebody fine.
Oh yeah.
Try and crawl for them so they will not sit.
No, but someone did.
But it's serious. Obviously, we will not sit.
And of course, no more kukobasa.
No more the bag, I bet you. No more the bag for Fabric. No more. Omujina hosa ko si say your body say messing coach.
But at that back one, I don't know if that was the distance, but I felt say Nanka president could have a feel of the members of parliament. Nanka Omujina so and congratulating no. But I realized just the leaders repair.
Yeah, leaders.
Free the main
because Oka say 276 at 3 anko 273. Omujina anko na omo.
But never you see at that point in time, now a parliament or a chamber.
Chamber. And but nobody even say the plenary crowd not all the MPs can have access
I
to
get
the president.
But
a few of
possibly he could probably greet the
Mama State of the Nation's address. Enche. I think maybe ending of this month or first week next month.
Now, but you not repeat it. List Ben Naba.
Oh,
Papa, she 1 and 2.
Oh no. Open up.
Even Chan.
I mean, no. That's one of you. And I said, I know who master.
On the Jamali does how? Maybe happy with it. I don't know.
Whoever was in charge of security for the inauguration, I saw a few lapses though, but
but I think in all, I mean, they did super
there was just a small lapse, and quickly, no, Obabi not a brown uniform or a military officer. She came to correct that. I mean, quickly be corrected.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh, sir. So observe here. na obi she national ambulance for Camel Green be lady na obi jina
me ba no the big o chimi sana me say eh sister oh pamo me
no
that's how catch them so susu fa ne tompamo oh that's how that catch them eti what we say na esese omode bibi ma no that was the breach. But Sojanima, I mean, no correcting and it was so beautiful. You had the idea papa now correcting and tell say, Jina haya, because say, Jina hano way, and I'm still with you. It was nice.
I never could meniaje from Prof. Nano Pokwajima. To see her rise to that level.
Hey, and
I send a lot of signal to the women out there. Say, yes, you can also do it. You need TV to do. Ubufu na go to TV. Ubufu na okay can never. I mean, you should be able to fight to that level where you can be respected. Hey, Emma will to me, but I don't know. And Mami be quite the mamu.
I mean, the first female vice chancellor in Ghana Public University.
Yes.
What is your name? Oh.
Now, the first female vice president of the Republic of Ghana. Nemani ina no be also with a PhD.
Oh yeah. I think I know about 3 years.
I saw them. I mean, woman and now woman quiet. We followed suit and that.
Yeah.
Ustum say why are there? Onua ankasa no wa being wa be.
The patron na list this way.
Oh, we didn't nyabotre.
Say time moko.
Nyabotre. And there's one thing I observed about the IGP. So the Okujaye ti ye pake ye ewo cemetery ho.
Yes.
Military cemetery closer to Parliament House.
Yes.
And a Nante Koye. Guess who was directing traffic?
IGP
Nankasa.
No, that man won't. There's something about him.
Yes.
There's something.
It was Dan Pari Ankasa on and all directed traffic.
That man.
It's Nanka me na me Kochiano. Amana Moram so why you busy? I'm saying why you busy? What he's doing, you think he's busy? So I went straight to him. Them catch and say, Danfo, why are there?
That man.
Dan Pari Ankasa. And na all directed traffic. It is a way police know Jawa day. And then people get up and say that he's celebrity IGP. What is celebrity IGP?
No, but I think he's strategic and he knows what to do.
The commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces is the president.
Yes.
President Ben is a celebrated human being who is also commander-in-chief. Quickly, no sound so by. Or say yes swear.
Vice
Speaker, I can say yes swear. No, Dimrika.
Because on
quickly, and no sabaye, a better than the position. To make sure
because
the IG, because head of the police council and the vice president. That's what I'm come on. You see, this is what we are talking about. It is not because ABOB Pobia me 1 year Mecca who years were Mecca
to wait.
I think it is better to have a celebrity IGP.
Yeah, who is dynamic.
Yes, I'm Rob Rebecca from. Than say Benyo face IGP. I'm Rob Rebecca.
Oh, sorry, you lost the elections. What is your name?
And you see, I'm saying when say Oshaya CDS was calm.
Very calm.
Very calm.
Very calm.
Also
be so not to me, I mean on the blind side of me.
And CDS is also a very fine. He's a very fine. I mean, military officer and very calm, cool, collected. When him say, "Ebano, weapon disarmament." So you tutu go. Na yan shishen at a very fast rate. So far, minimum be a what we shishe 2 temp to say CDS upon people.
Maybe we not doing it.
Ha! Hey, JB. Upon people, you're a dangerous military officer. I'm telling you today. What is that, Latte? Okay? theoretical security and the on-ground practical security.
Okay.
Aha, anyway. Because I not direct traffic.
No, why in the channel?
Why in the chair and not direct traffic? Hey, so I went to him,
doctor. Wow.
You go. On the direct traffic, you know. Which is quite. It's a police for no be study. Now why IGP direct traffic? Theoretical, practical, on ground security. I don't know.
For now.
For now, I don't know. Will be your teacher in Bevlolate. Don't try it. This is what they're from penny for now. All the generals will tell you. Bevlo is a deadly witch. Bevlolate. Wow. Or a deadly wizard. When it comes to security and intelligence gathering.
Oh, you are down for the name. Good luck, Jonathan.
Good luck, Jonathan. Yeah, sure.
You could I said, my brother, how are you? About to me, Mumpa, 2 minutes. And then I'm who?
Someone did to me, I will go second row.
Yeah.
No, wait, the first row, that one more dire president, though. So what I say? I saw I say fine, pa. Bevlo is smart. That's why Oshe Mahama Lester or the buyer for security for now.
Security coordinator.
Or blending Niamam, you know. Mahama, you see Russian tactics, and then the French and the your friend is saying UK4 strategy.
I said the Russian tactics are the Machiavellian tactics.
I said Russia for no say one security. And when you look at their security graph, they always begin with people who are soft but dangerous, and as it progresses, they bring you for menus who are they are capable of doing anything at any time.
I see.
It will be security aspects now. When they are telling you about the security graph of Russia, that's how it behaves. And that you can so started the opposite. But the one kata woman French for the kata. Then as it progresses, they go slow with the one and that Israel for no, they begin gidi and they end gidi. America started gidi or end gidi. So Osha Muhammad list of the buyer now or combining 3 top security graph analysis and others to appoint them. So watch this. You have a former CDS, Blay. I want to use a term in quotes or a bodeni. Because what a bodeni and says, Sabi, but may hear analysis. Because will be a bodeni with security more. He is capable of doing anything at any time.
He knows it all.
No. He's a no-nonsense man.
Oh, okay. Obey before you complain.
As on him.
So
he's a no-nonsense man. Blay is a no-nonsense man. I told you to drink a bucket of water. Have you drank it? No, sir. Go back to it. Drink it.
What is your name?
Sir, my tummy is full. Your tummy is not full. Go and drink it. Urinate on your body. Still drink the water.
Wow.
It's
a member mother for no.
And you see, no man a counterpart Kofi Boache.
And a get to man.
Kofi so Russia pa.
Get to man.
Oh no, Kofi Boache.
Oh no, get to man. Get to.
Or bet me a be at any time.
Get to man.
When it comes to security,
never get to have a betchu.
Kofi Boache.
Get to have a betchu. That's to say.
Or bet me a be. It's or no. Any Blay. Then you have Prosper Bani. But that ding, not Oreo.
As a humble.
Prosper Bani that ding. And Yami one was so bit to me, interior minister. I don't know, but Yami one.
The enable list, as I say, a Ghana in I show. I mean, that is it.
Me say Yami one, I can't say yet.
No, me just say list now one. You're not bubble.
Oh,
me more. Now you come and try. You be a bush of work.
What is your name?
You be a cow. Let's see. So we share. Prosper Bani. Edda Boko. And a Bevlola to year intermediate. Waha.
Or you're no in social.
Or in social or sounds so ya war or ha. And then the last man, no. Oh, you see who northern name be Alaji. Oh no. Omota friend referee. When my dear, Onua na set up plan no.
Oh,
but the soldier be said that be juju akuma.
Ah, ne ye.
Jai. Oh, me see jai. You who assume. Yay. I say ye ko pass nya papa we yak ye bu mi ku. So no na me abo.
O mi na ni so jai ni who jai ni abo.
Oh no me bu me am papa we so say. So I am so happy about the blend of Mahama's security team.
Yeah.
And I am hoping, sir, we show ages now. Almost all of them are above 60.
And these are well experienced.
Kofi Boakye is an experienced police officer.
COP.
Prosper Bani has worked on international missions for quite a long time, helping other African countries to realign their security. I mean, if you look at Prosper Bani, during Professor Milson's time, we used to take a but Ghana Fantin and Kabibre. Then John Mohammed's term from 2013 to 2016, no? Was it? 2017, yeah.
Yes.
And then Ghana 40 Ding Prosper Bani. But he's a serious security person.
I see.
Prosper Bani is a very serious security person. And there's one security officer here. I don't know if says some bonidia. Minya hulidi ewo baby a friend General Kotia.
General Kotia.
Hiya. Ghana boundaries something. On a dano. And that Army General is dangerous.
I see.
Our days so to me my share color will defeat. Say and say be a share white. And there'll be a share white will fear her. No, sir, white now, wash nobody can change, not even the wife. You wear white.
Nah, me pacho. There's something about Mahama. I am still thinking about it. Also, no one the only president was swapping anymore 3 times.
Yes.
The very first time also brought the Sabak on the Somo. But later, I'll tell you around the Samuel on the Somo.
Yes.
The official swearing in for the first time when he was voted to power, he did the same year. Yes.
Osomu to say.
And then
or the back.
I said,
Osanso de back. Ko kan say eye den said denya tikro kwagina. What I say? So what he did no is symbolic. Say menko ami so na me bra bakufo ntimi nyo man mane yeye. Ese say obeboa me.
I see.
So Mahama hiao. We hear me. And I yes ye hear no say a president. It is our no nsa so mti say there. Bible no kan Israel for no call no Mose. Opegya ne nsa no mudi nkunim. Ne nsa no kɔ fɔm say wa ba akokora no. Na wo mudi nkugo. Nti Bible so mo pake abo e wo ne nsa na say be ya ne nsa no be koso. Awosoro. So when the president ne nsa ba ako or the Sumuna or Breno. Symbolically, he told us that I will need a helping hand. It's we a carpenter here, come with your knowledge. We a nurse, come with your knowledge. We a driver near forward your bra. A dribia we piano, forward your bra. Usually, you see, J. Kufo, Eden and Sabako, 2001, and then in Sabako in 2005.
Yeah, oh, okay.
But Bibi or Hobbit to be in Canada, so.
A criminal.
A criminal. Oh, there.
So crime quite many years.
Derby.
Until you say criminal, they come in and to be.
Debbie, I just you need that cow.
Sir.
Well, sir, now the second time or try so didn't Sabako be someone to be in so many. Give me that video, Nanado swear of Parliament in 2021. Please get the video for me. Yes.
Nanado also 2021.
Was it 2020 at Tuaba?
Okay.
I'm not refi. Look for Nanado's video, that video for me. Oh, Peja, no, to me. Don't own to me.
Say no, bread.
And I make a choice. Say, Kufodiano. Nanado Peja went to me. Would they let me leave J. Kufo's thing now? Went to me.
No, but it is also very important.
No, there are good things of people that are not supposed to come out in public, and there are other things of people so you can say about it. Nanado tried the second time say on the saba ko be kutem went me
that the mood rana
e mo du kakra
say gold nko
apart from say ye gold nko ano he sa de na da on the sa no enema bi wom
sir
won say wu ye hunu bisa who say da hen and no presenter on earth is allowed to tell where that is kept. No, you are not supposed to. And Ghana yakuma yinane saade no. That is the authority of the country. Se si so bi kofa. Asamaba.
Se eno na omode kwa na soldiers for di achire no.
Be di achi. And the senior police officer superintendent so kuta. The former president. Or we so we repair. Won't mean so mu appear once every 4 years. Unless to say Prof. Samuel said DNA no. It is already now on the video now.
Once every 4 years na sham.
Yeah. It comes out once every 4 years. Sadia no.
Fellow Ghanaians.
Now to try so be sand and saba kuna oje mo to one time kwatena konwa no so. Omo yi video now obi who said it here. So sometimes you must allow BB to lead you. But Ayana Yahano before I tried the name and say the name be Diagro and Bruni movie Bruni near my name and I into the ma Ayana. But
the person say technically are the president supposed to hold it with their two hands?
You can decide to hold with your two hands.
At their own discretion.
You can decide to hold it with your two hands. You can decide to hold it with one hand.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and you'll be and I can be on Facebook. No, we say ordinance sabako. This time the ordinance sabako issue, but then the same person came back to say that ordinance sabako na kwako kaho. Swaina o swaina here.
Yes.
In seminar Chief Justice didn't any manekano. And no na here pa. And no here pa.
Me jina chiri ho no mo na tata na urem na almost ma me no kra nya ne na say nya mo asem ne here ne say waso awie.
I'm saying nya ma me ne
Chief Justice I'm say nya ne yam kra say o hwe ma but on the flip side Nana do reach me ada.
When oh the on the 8 years we fellow
Ghanaians.
I was saying there's something about the presidency and where DWEN. Any partner Hano.
Why fulfilled?
Yes, any partner a Hano, Mahama. Honestly, Mahama lose 2016 elections. No, Hano. A corner who let's take by force.
That is not my concern.
Because now anyone say or lose side elections. No,
but that is not my concern.
But I think say NDC 2016.
That is not my concern.
2016 there no. Almost 1 million votes.
But Donald do you have how many percent?
One day you will vote for me and my party. One day you will vote for me and my party.
Donald, when you how many percent?
But that is not my concern.
I think it's this one. I know what do in the bread say. One day. You know, and you can tell from space, you know, and see,
hey, Wafa.
What was that? Debbie, oh, say, share, my main cancer in Chagana for ne. JB, I dare not your friend gold, no.
Then they are bosom.
It could have 2 maybe.
Yeah, bosom.
Say, what share necklace? Na gold, pa ankasa umwa. Wona ma umudu.
Sir.
Yes.
Nko family no.
Meni mami penny bia na minim no. Me danim no.
Wani.
O dress bia o gold kitwe bia da ne bag mo kuta. Upon gold da ne bag. Don't joke with gold. Yes. Ever gold in the agro. And I think that we know a symbol of authority. Pijachire Ghana, Maye who say, what's I
don't know why Nanka For instance, Naka the president, the ex-president, former president Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Fellow Ghanaians.
Naka Ebia also no also a friend Musaye. Naka Onmu hand over from the incoming president after se was and I
Dabi
and I'm sana me.
Eh, Jemmy Jai.
Ade.
Dabi. No be away dia konwa wi o kono akoso afenum dia show before for nsem. Dabi yenye. Say we nye Danny Hope.
We
Dabi so mi.
One for the sacral.
No, when him say Saturday da no. Winya som peja kosoro pa. You are the president too.
Yes. No, na me chese naka onu mo musomu a.
And say so ma how the kosoro.
There be also mu fa koso also ba na ko di ama no.
Also mama hwan.
Also mu
Dabi yenye.
Ma ne fa ne sa.
Dabi yenye. We year 2017.
Yes.
Also in we.
Ha na okoko pay for speech no.
Kasongo.
And then Mahama ye careful pa. O acknowledge America Jimmy Carter o ye bibia. Ompe ne wasem. So I mean usom kosoro wi a na e kyerese but when we a mampani a yato aba amount. It is a see no and then you run parties in you never cost.
Sir,
oh, back where cost was State House.
Chairman,
banquet. There be men colina be in Kobia.
Also John Kuma.
Oh, Debbie. Oh, Debbie. I want to don't come here, man. I want to don't come here, man.
Kasongo mbona we. Oh yeah.
I didn't me pa de say. Me pese me hu John Mahama. Oh shy.
But I love the fact to say, oh yes, I mean I know their name.
And one and me share.
Yes.
Me sorry and me nyanka me free home.
Oh, David. Oh, free. Oh. And I love the fact to say the speech, you know, came out from him. The speech that came out from him to make it look like, I mean, this is what I want to do. This is what I have for Ghana. This is my social contract with the good people of Ghana. Devoid from campaign promises, no what have you. Unlike Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Yeah, two Ghanaians. Obama president. Bisaya I was my copy of his speech.
What is your name?
But this one came out from him. Omunya daje etro aircraft say yes and never. Mahama kasa pa. Na no kasa na ya awa.
Mahama. Ancho.
Chema we do che.
There be na cheche no. 2016.
You no kokopi obi there na kokopi obi there ye cha na beche.
Aba.
But where it came out from?
Sorry, you lost the elections. Yes.
No, kokopi obi there. Say so nya da jana ken kan kakra. It's only the mimiti ase o mimiti ase.
I don't know. Nah. It was a beautiful thing, and I think so going forward, no. Yeah, you be organizing and I kono krampo achen say. Stand up over there. Yeah, true. So you make parties in you never baso.
But
Osha, Zeneta obeko he.
Zeneto looks more like a security person.
And so, minister no cabinet minister.
I wish Sana could be cabinet minister.
Sir.
Yes, I sincerely wish. That's my wish. I don't know of the plan, but I sincerely wish to Anna ne papa.
So you see,
bet
we started deputy afro.
Lady no enkasa, but na dwemu. Smart. Oh yes, smart.
Mekochiano.
On Kasa, but I mean, you look at her.
Mahama Yarga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Mahama Yarga.
Now, Amakufibua, Mahama Yarga, Senator, and a few others, some of the NDC MPs.
No, she doesn't talk about, I mean. But me, I sincerely wish. It's not the third time.
Do you believe Sir Rollins naturally a quiet person?
I mean doubt it. Who say?
Naturally, he doesn't like talking.
Say me baha na mikasa.
Say Oba Montea. No, Odime Masem. Naturally, Rollins in Ubia. Open Komo, but on Ubia or Pekasa. Bibribiasa.
Say me baha sana mikasa. Muze me would fear di. Me pe me wasem.
Oh.
Na unim.
Sir John say how on you. Oh. I just said Sir John Drew myself.
Me pe me wasem. When But I sincerely wish Sobemano ministerial appointments.
Oh no, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Only the cabinet minister for that.
I'm sure. So Obinya be me.
But your list na ba bubo. Maybe any position for who?
Obinya.
Yesterday, emo akwa ba prekoda. Omo ni dey nya ye.
Menyanka. NDC national executives national organizer, national women organizer, youth organizer, general secretary, national chairman, all of them. Anka omuntinechiri
no more share. No more support.
Yeah, and meaning one more party no than to go for ministerial positions. Because anytime I will say Yatwa baby a party national executives ministerial positions or no, it weakens party.
Yeah, no correct.
It weakens the party, and I think that so mo yene be year. I said don't get your uncle position me find here. Uncle minister DWEN.
So no cry. Minim so be so that's a member of the parliamentary
service board.
Service board.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Many sure I said don't get your obe person be minister there be. Uncle minister be there. It's no kai be ya on fre the team no. This is what Dan Butri joined Kufuor's second time. Chairman Dan Butri be general secretary of the New Patriotic Party. He did something very, very profound.
Now, also the leadership in parliament.
Atu Forsen is a temporary majority leader. Also, Dan Butri, he was the general secretary.
Yes.
And he was very vibrant, young, and intelligent, smart. So everybody thought that.
Position.
Oh, maybe I'd read here. Obeji position. But you know what happened? Whether you demand and I am farmer no. He said no. I saw trainer or building party no.
Kakra. The experience.
That's right. So I think it was after a year or two. Answer Omomano position. So NDC say no, they may suffer candidate crisis.
Candidate as in presidential candidate.
Yes.
Aditya.
Ombenya crisis now.
But said Julius Debra WOHO.
There be who they train. Also what started Bobodi. So Julius
Debra. Okujeto.
That's one. Okujeto.
Haruna Idrusu.
Haruna. Wenya trio. 4. Sylvester, Sly, Asar.
Yeah.
5.
But I say don't get here.
Ewadako.
Yes.
6. Samuel Sapon.
Oh
yes,
sir.
Menkoho.
Dr. Samuel Sapon.
Benkoho. 7. I say don't get here.
Pacho General Pacho Jinaho. Menko bio. Na His Excellency Johnson that said don't get here. General Mosquito. How? I mean how?
Number 8. Horace. Horace ni Ankara.
Chairman, by the first 3,
I
want to build your muhuye, and you know that.
You. Okay. Now, what boy room Western region? Now, Kofi Amaboa.
Yeah.
Afa Kofi Amaboa. Okay. Now, you 9.
Yes. When I can't run a journal.
Then you come to Haruna.
Kojo Bonsu is still likely to contest again.
Kojo Bonsu, Wayemre Enrami Hunu. And I think, say,
Wayemre in terms of.
I think both.
Kwabena
Dufo may not come back.
Oh, really? But he's still looking very strong.
Very strong, very healthy, and still sharp. I don't know.
Spio Gabra swear.
Spio will not come back.
Oh, sir.
No, Spio.
Echo Spio Gabra.
Echo on my back.
Wow.
Spio will not come back. 80. CCA 10. Why? Oh, no. Sam George will not come this time. Oh,
Sam George,
oh, yeah. And a few others are listed. You see, the entire because NDC being flag bearer crisis. And it's a
Nero Kopoku's way.
Oh, thank you. Eric Opoku representing BA. Eti NDC 2027 SS omunya candidates no. Edi ebeba soro no doso. We mu nyina it's most likely. Say ebebem. Plus or minus. Prof.
Wani.
Opogajman. Plus or minus.
Professor Joshua Labi.
Professor Joshua Labi. And then I'm mentioning body language in there. I am not sure he would want to come back.
Really?
Yeah. Men who say Unya Obeba.
Oh, but Ebedru Hono, since a prof Nifini say.
Me name prof, me name.
Oh, Kwesia where
the Ahoy brothers, no.
I'm not sure they are interested in the presidential position.
Echo.
Na Gusitano say.
Gusitano Oma.
Okay.
Because what happened in 2000? I say 2000 Assembly C, you know. Gusitano beat Zidane. Obeda Samoa. Omna kote DFP.
Not Obeda Samoa.
Okay, on party. Yeah. Omko kote on political party.
Yeah.
And omko ko foru ya. Oma Dr. Obeda Samoa sorry Uncle Johnson no.
What
is that story now? Okay, let me tell you.
Million confirmation I have.
I'm a Ghana for.
Hey, Bacho, stop it. Stop it, Chow. Let it Bacho, Mami Kasa. I didn't say Mami Kasa will have you. You know Mami Kasa will have you.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bacho, go back to the picture. Mami Kasa view.
Enti, unim.
General, Bacho, Mami Kasa view.
Unim they see here. Unim they see here.
Bacho.
Hey.
Mami Kasa view.
Unim they see here.
Yes, we ain't there. But yeah,
Papa na your friend no, Obeda Samoano. NDC National. Your friend is saying.
General, you are not being fair, Mami Kasa.
National Delegates Conference was a congress. National executives, no. Na sana office omberia no so mbe ndenu omka papa itima akonwa so me na mka kire
men sorry
Dr. Obedi Yao Asamoah na Yao no ye YAO ye YAW ni bi YAO Yao Dr. Obedi Yao Asamoah na ekwo ne ho na yasi edudu
sometimes
no so tane ho cheya
no ye de
grofo ya ma papa ikon ya sori akon so
no ye de
no be de
ofiegu
ore to and so groma easy sometimes I had me share me tie political discussions in your radio and TV so na ye mesre because some of them they don't know the issues. And you may course one casano. I said the yate no. And yeah, kika. And on a map bit zidden. Any Dr. Bedia or someone.
Yeah.
FNDC. Equate one party.
I see.
And one a ma Guzitano Kote NRP. Eti.
But between the NDC and NPP, who will suffer leadership crisis
and this MPP forces say no omo war bibi e boa omo ma omo treme enipa dodo a ebe kwa contest no who can say you get from Akron for doing so and omo koye constitutional amendment say enipa no ebro 5 a say SSA Omo eteso ema yehu eteso maneba 5 also NDC any sa constitution provision nibi and you know when you have 10 people going for the flag bearership all 10 will go.
Oh, okay.
Unless maybe between now and that time they may have some constitutional amendments. And in the absence of that, we move in Abeko.
Oh, okay. The likes of
Julius Okujeto. Una Obo Okujeto. But Okujeto, I think, will be a bit young. Okujeto, it would depend on who will go.
But Okujeto.
Kofi Amabwa, automatic. I said, Dunketia, Beko. Haruna, Beko. Julius, Beko.
But any as I said, Dunketia, and the moment I said, Dunketia, AGA Pao. But you must have been too. No, because it's here. Roll us a time, you know. That's the catch from February.
And you see, so, and deep into the future, maybe 30 years to come.
Yeah.
Ghanaians should not be surprised to see Rollins Ba Benjamin as vying for the flag bearership of the NDC.
Rollins Ba boy.
Yes, Ben. They should not. So that's Bagby for
you. It's a picture that's a captain. And Okushia.
Hey, Nyamia.
Oh, captain, I saw be anymore.
Nadia no we seen who bufu. Eh ba wumia. Ozo yesi bi odi akire no. Asakura wonim se o.
It's Bagby and Mahama. So that's John Dramani Mahama.
He Bagby film no. When a bank is Indum, as a nano, you know, Indum nano win more.
So that's John Dramani Mahama. And then.
Arrest Atoraze. Nana Oya Deye Ami Atopi the second.
Honorable Bagby.
What is your name?
What do you say?
What is your name?
Mahama ne Kofo. They come from afar.
Afar sin.
They come from very far. I mean,
there be
enyen chain, send chain, there be. There's some bloodline be.
Those are
any job I have on a bush for say. I'm going back. What do you ask me? I think I'm enjoying the discussion myself. I see. Okay,
What do you mean? Yeah, dear, you're careful. If you more day,
hey, no one I go for bigger.
Unim Nyahota Makro.
Yes, I mean Nyahota Makro.
Dr. Nyahota.
Yeah. On the Shem Koma, he's the only politician who Shem Koma. Say Ghana for him near Traba Makufada, you find the hands of Akufado. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
What if some Mahama Meniniane Nyahota Makro?
Oh, Za.
Yes.
Mahama. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Mame.
Nanu Komobino.
Yeah, Nyahota Makro. Mama on papa ne kufo. Say me my friend papa. I say so crowd papa ne kufo. Yeah.
What is that? Mr. What is that? My Juliet, oh, Prophetess Juliet. Ever her last day, 1st January. I can tell you, say, my bloodline, no. No, friends, hi! Amara was singing Biam. Bra. Oh, bra.
Saosha. Dr. Nyahota Makro. Or MPP founding member.
Yes.
But now fasten John Mahama.
Oh, sir.
And now fast say. And direct.
Oh.
That just sir. Direct.
Maybe some papa.
I'll fast pa direct pa. It's so who say Nyahota Makro near Brea. Oh, sir, the other day I was telling you, sir. Ibrahim Mahama. And you know Kwana J Kufoman is scale merchant bank. What kind of merchant bank
sure.
issued there by say?
Yes, sure.
Omo Abba Ibrahim Mahama Sikabi enti okay ukoye obeda Samuel. Onunkwana President Kufoma Oman Ska. There are a lot of people are na some people took advantage of that matter say as Ibrahim ni Nuyane John Mahama, and John Mahama has been vice president and blah 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 assessor merchant bank Sikana Omo Ediama Ibrahim Mahama and all that. Let me sit here and tell you the former Tafo Pankrono MP I'm so when baby Krako Honorable Akoto say he was the Minister of State in charge of finance. Onona approve kanwa almost sensan here approve Kofoni na sika Emma on the instruction of John Ajekum Kufuor. Because that time Kufuor wanted to set up Bibia Ebemana build about na mane norso what they share Bibiana Ghana population he wanted to build some millionaires selecting crophobia na opesa mobile millionaires ukrum ha. So Ibrahim Mahama Antiagi is Legon. So Kwame despite what's his name? Dr. Kwekwote. Let me listening. I know some of them. I know all of them. I mean, he tried that. We have to set them up. So Ibrahim Mahama is not the only person. Unyasika is not the only person. Unyasika ewo sa emrenim. So maybe I can't mean to inco details. The way catch in and say na Omo Ewofa eni Nyahota Makro. Nyahota Makro so you're founding member of the NPP. Eno echiden so no. Na Ulman so adamfo. Wani. Ene Nyahota Makro ni nuaba no. Makani se makani no yadamfo. Yadamfo. Etino If you sit and then you watch carefully, even when the sporting of Lodina, the marriage of Lodina and all, J enemy na movie. So what I say? Yeah.
If you give me 1,000 interchanges and a Ghana card, I'll choose the Ghana card.
Ebano, amembumwa, umiri na no, ubia beye former president, na Mahama beye president say. But Mahama, ne papa ni Kufuor.
Wani?
Kasa ne papa, I mean, it's all tears here.
It's a bloodline.
You know, that is why Lodina friend papa. And say, realize na President Kufuor any ma test birthday biano. Mahama edikan etumrika ekofie ho. Kudin komo consulting old boy. Oh yeah, sure. Look, Ayana, Mindim said in Kufuor for politics, no, ha. There's a very good relationship between the Mahamas and Kufuor, the Nanado and Kufuor.
Fellow Ghanaians.
What they say is an established fact.
Yeah, I mean, we should be able to say it and say it bam, 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 bam. As it is, yeah, as it is. So, it's been canina.
Yeah.
So,
But Mr. Wu, listen. Ebi anu busu ni ka ho. Because earlier oka Zuba. Oh.
Say ebia osha ebia Zuba. Also one epeke me say omo ye 8.
Hey.
Any pepe came here akonwa di no omo ye 8.
People ko pe na minimum.
No.
Janto epe. Oh. PV Jantwa. PV Jantwa. Zuba epe. No Zuba de ompe o, Zuba ye de ma no. Ya de ko Zuba person. Zuba ye de ma no.
8 and epe came me boss here. I'm telling you.
Zuba ye de ma no.
Any person catch us Zuba de binya. I've told you say Zuba be ko.
Yeah, you feel kwala o. Also okwa hifie.
Me say Zuba be ko.
Chairman Abuche. Also okwa hifie ho. Na wa je say obi de minim nana ntu kwa do ko hu nana straight na wa pe ba bia fa.
I kwa for best sound.
I feel kwala me ho no.
Best sound date.
Awurade nyame a.
You know, so KMA, whoever becomes the KMA boss, and I bet the performance of the NDC in 2028 to Ashanti region. Yes, it's true.
Whoever will become
the KMA boss, whoever becomes the KMA boss, the modern one a bet modern NDC the boss of Ashanti region 2028.
But I will not be surprised because Unim Kojobosu oye wo KMA. Ye be bia to che Kojobosu oye no KMA. E ka ho bi na ho ya kono ene.
Oh yeah, I mean Oshe sa Rotary
Park no cry the general F. Ye na ye nim $4.4 million na bi wom pa. But I mean no call Rotary Park ye National Cathedral no. Kumasi for National Cathedral no. Oka KJTR phase 2 ne phase 1 I mean
eti nana kwame wa I say comedy president
I'm fine and then no shankom
and now oye need to Jeminsa man forms
and then no shankom we disappointed
Jeminsa man forms yeah na kwame
akwaba captain
let's say mama me car I said me wo hwe
oba baako wa mabiem ebi besi ho ye frɛ wo so de ye frɛ ofu teta wo fam 1 wo ya we
oh no sana tell oh aba be show so na frɛ di waton na
ye frɛ wo teta wo fa 1
say waton
anton ye wo ho ye pon wa ene de no wa ye sweet o no wa ye sweet me ka say seven zero be ka
Sir John a join here but no cost you in Santaro e come de me o fiano pa me didi amo ma aduane ndi ma aduane kakra na drink bi sukura kakra wala sama come de ne de tati so sa no so chese e come de me o we want some apo
ye ne aduane a wodi
aduane be
na no kwa akope
me ba me pa we interview mu nei we hear aduane bio you are the original is here we nya akwanya interview sankro
what is
man atama captain
eno kra esa meun
ami why me peduane di as interview
ena so betu champagne
that be champagne no there into Friday There is a boss side.
Marco America koto champagne abasi ye. Ana sisi wono.
Hey, ready. Champagne number. Okay.
Ana was here
champagne. You be two champagne.
Ena de raja na woroma. Ye ne ahwehwe nyina abem. Ye mpa ya abem.
Opposition leader. Opposition leader.
Ye ode hwan.
Yo.
Sese me wa abem. Me your opposition.
Hey.
Me pacho ya mfe party akoga NDC ho na do party ko obi diem na mo ba power o your position enti me your position
alliance
ana me your position ana men declare Action People's Party ya declare
what is your
ya mfa mama hama ana ya de ma ba o me a ba o me na your position
what is your name
me your position say
wa babam
ma ba ya babam
say so be dey
no kwasem ni be campaign wa Ashanti yen
on there
obe campaign papa
obokwesi chenfi be 5 minutes pa ni refi the man
mustache kura ya de matwofo ba ho so ko mbebo me woman that stop home. Poland,
Sejon.
Poland or the match of war.
Sejon is stopping match of war.
Police for now. Wait. The captain the Nyankopon ase. The yehwehwe nyina abam. To the extent they say we share how I firm for the past 8 years ya na nye how ketwa. Amanfo omunwuma say ye. Wo mo muja wo mo yire ne wo mo mpranom. Sebi mpreduasa. Wo mo asebi sebi mpreduasa. Akufo ado kan wo mo share journalist ye cheche wo mo. Woman afam wawu.
Yeah, no, last year you don't say. But last year you don't say.
Me.
I record this all.
That be as happy with the record. I better watch it.
No, in 2 years, you achieved 39 times.
Me can last year 2024.
Oh, 2024. Last year no. I say fee do June no. Now Omo ya me hwe nye
what go ahead.
You call Kandapa office. Omo ye say papa bia o national security o ya me quarter officer so no opeso hunu na mi o. Me to me dra me ne lawyer bafo.
Omo ye dra mo 1,500 ni bia.
Me ne lawyer bafo. What do you say be sin there? Me electronic belt na name 2 phones. And
Monkwaje no mo fira ba mu. Monkwaje
any phones, belts, phones. And me wallet. Basically the national security for no farmer me.
Monkwaje no mo
fira. Me catch can pa catch me say. Me nko ba bia wo mo je no. E konye ko busa ya omsuo box bibi de o be basically the omo farmer me. Ti me de whoever becomes the national security minister.
Ukwaje wa de.
Me phones me nu omo ho.
General
GH boy the phone back
because omo na G.
Me belt omo ho belt they did 3 years e be record sa 3 years
Captain Akufo do man the count
eti meje made eno no meje made ba for catch him say ye ntwen obesiu no yakoje ye besiu age
Captain where's now the problem about
here
Akufo do teso wan siu da ya fa ya ba
da be jebi na akwafa ba
I said Jebu ka so onko je Akufo do fo no
ba me cheni na wonim de hye me pa 37th time
and show
ewradenya
na no mo cho
and na Akufo na
no ka so obechiw abaso chi
local ministries na
dabi and ya de me koto
Akufo
my bro
Odogu onkaibu
let me never got to NI before already come on you do ya no many kum
na ko do mejo so ka
me ya be ho hwe ya konye so bi tom say team na be na me kro
nipa ya chew nipa ya chew ko bro wase ko do mejo
me da ko jare sabe na guy ni jare me cut this one. Are you sleeping? So what do you want me to do? But you know the fear. I said, I'm a good nipa. Now, until money, and penny for the buy, and until be money, Mr. Yama mobile, no. It was that I feel that penny for that
Bakufo. That
time now, and the 37th time, and they shimmy.
No, so I am.
Yes, I'm saying story no.
So no, almost no to be.
I'm saying no. The president is involved in Galamsey.
Sama besin ko.
And I me say na say ya be mo me say do sa.
Sematwem.
Wo mo ba how?
That time dey see.
Sematwem.
And I make a story no.
Okay.
So much way you you know much wo fie no.
David.
And when we share our you no.
And we be dey on be fa me how. Na me coffee.
Dey give be
be ya 51 kan papa na ni so no. Eno ye Jubilee House here ya ko Charlie. As one more
you bend the camera.
Obe ma penzo sa na o kana sem. Obe no.
You two on way, you two on the
opposite.
I want am na no.
What is him going? You are the rest. And then I'm saying, my ring. When we get to the station, you will know what you have done. Tell me what I've done. It's me say shoe. I'm saying I'm slippers. To me run up one on test. Why are you removing your shoe? I'm saying the shoe yours.
So what you are church shooting in account.
You feel all self in me. I mean, yeah. You free them. Got up at this week. I quite him in chair front to her. Our crocodile. I'm saying we have to know the guy. Hey. Kai Moyeti.
We need to
watch you too. Well, yeah, what they quiet day. We understand Kenya Sema. Organizer be so so how kakra that they pull be so sick. Yeah, you have to be that Joe. Speed and can make copanum this outside and be chino. Nimudu kakra. Then I said in the fusu kakra fine. Until the Framanabon uncle. Framan uncle. Come and did it tomorrow, can papa. But now, Tammy and Koto.
Now, what I want to say. Henry Coty.
Oh, Henry, where?
And not call who
no.
Oh, no, that be
interior minister.
Oh, my pedal.
Now you're just
say Ghana, you interior minister.
No, interior minister.
Said no, ye.
Now, you want to say a good father background on touch line.
So, senior man, you're matching me 38th time.
And the interest of her.
Now, we see I'm kind of crazy.
Maybe,
yeah, as I mentioned, when you are
now, when you're president, hey, we are saying some raining castle.
Ha,
then no, but won't go fast by.
My comment is, my kiss do home, my cody dear. Me do me get no. Yes, a party say about Hokwa. And Santa.
Mamma, do a bay who. So what do you say, pa?
Oh, Nanado didn't yarrow who I say a situated discussion. Nanado, Ghana managers will be in few watching. In few watching on Yami and I don't within the street. It's another no one Yamabo. Says, oh no, they are more Jano and Father.
Yes. Aha, me patrol, motion picture the work for
Obias and Yama.
Tobo, motion picture the ye pa. Munteki a critical look at the picture, and motion picture the chi. Why did you know? The picture, man, 1,000 Ghana.
Obias and Yama is here. Obias sub picture is in the map.
What picture? Why did you picture?
Why, Mimi Pacro?
It's where Dewa. What be 1,000 Ghana?
Captain. Captain Cemetery. Captain, you're just a speaker.
Why, sure.
I want to tie.
Yeah, I know you.
Oh, okay. I'm the one standing over there.
I can't do it.
I damn yeah, they said me tax and I mean, then intimidation we say.
Oh, okay.
So that you don't see the kind of tag I'm wearing. You know, and I'm telling you, catch us. I'm person me share my hammer say was swear in a way. Never you me juma. Me a few elections, the last day elections. That day me win and some of them hammer be see akonya so. Me two akufado na MPP ne free.
Na no two ahene.
Yeah, sure.
Na no see ahene.
Na the Mahama see akonya so.
And na try dey patano.
Where?
Mahama.
Your year design no sir. The grass symbols no we anim no. Na wo na pa. Ejinya me wo.
Ni party thing come say. Won amu ye yo mo share 3 pieces. What ta hu sa ngofo no. Amu na asoso wa.
Ejinya me.
And no na aso wa.
And ba ko bi su wo mu. Dina de wo mu. F4.
Now they say and no and the trivia movement. The whole program the trivia movement wo bu pa. Say ekoba say ebia say tu bi troye. Na tune bunyane a. Oga the bodyguard is na fuso. Oya the bodyguard na fuso pa. Na tune bunyane a.
Ba nyame se ya program no.
No program no there.
Program it was one of the best. So far, Osha Dignity is a buyer. Oh, Charlie, it was beautiful.
It was then I'm a bit in a picture, Yechi.
I love it.
How come I was captured?
I love it.
How come you were captured?
A man for a show.
Yeah, that now.
A man for a show.
Okay.
That
Anyway.
in all, you better nyamiasi. Say at long last, the battle has ended. John Dramani Mahama.
Freedom and
Nanado. Echo 2017 speech, or copyright or to copy direct, no be kind. Until they count there. Right.
Yeah, discuss it. Say 120 days. No?
Yes.
I started now.
Oh, that day, Mama, you briefcase.
No.
Hey, Mama, you briefy kakra. Ah, Captain.
President Nana can
oh, Mama, you briefy. Ah,
Debbie, yeah, 120 days. President Mama said,
Achira, ahoho abakra yenya wo mo kwan. Omu firi kuromu ha. Mama omu firi kuromu akra anko.
Oh, President Mahama need you, Odibiana.
Hey, say me attach.
Deputy President.
Necessary alliance no say ke sign ya kura anwa.
Second deputy.
That be ahoho abakrom a china ye de ye beko dinner no pa lunch
Debbie,
ne ma. We nyina kwa.
President Mahama we di akonwa da. Enti o kan say you swear in 120 days no onim de no.
That time akonwa no obedie na say.
But say no you chief of staff no you president.
Na say.
O say
akonwa no that time de na say.
I say so for your friend say kura. So for me no ka say so for uche.
Na so yes uche.
O say nanado we gu akonwa no ho fi.
Na Jesus ahofo.
Akonwa mo afa ni ebedwale no. Efia ye de aka no. Ahimfufi aye ende ma me fan trente ma menka efi aye de aka akonwen baabi aye de akonwen ya wurawura wa wo ya we efi ma aye de akonwen ya wurawura afe na ye bedware akonwen no na abeka che sesesi e
o de ye dwene ho
na kwame
mama bodyguard
ye dwene ho
yeah fatso
c'est quand il y a du nom. Ouais.
C'est 120 days are there necessary discuss. Na yetime ehunu nema.
Na sa bidi akoso tia.
Obama. Atwa wa bidi akoma disi.
Oh, say Obama.
Akwo ye ne hu demonstration wo kuma sasa ye no wonder. Obama. Oh yeah, or a politician. Hey! Also, a 10 gram.
Oh, yeah.
Now, can I say this? Obama,
Menka.
Oh, you're a politician. Since what happening? Oh, I mean, then can I say?
But,
yes, President Mahama. Onua kasa 120 days no o ka say me fa ho.
Okay.
But your kind you be bama. Onua the kind you and they are.
No, but 120 days in there only any reason to fail.
120 days adwuma no.
Yes.
Enye de ehu bia sa.
Yeah.
I say obi ama the pressure me. Maka wa ha say Mahama. If you summary ya kosi match ending. For appointment.
Match ending say. General. Match ending. I do what be president da. What no position 8 years.
Appointment in now 120 days ni mo.
I need now 120 days.
Into a mad timeline.
Na afi no. Mama no bosom nsia aka ho.
On fire bosom no dey.
There be trouble.
Honeymoon.
On say enya honeymoon. On say
is in order.
Ese say oto ne bo ase toto niam ni nyina. Ebe di bosom nsia be ka. Bosom mi ensa no. Me bosom nsia no be di be bosom nko. Na bosom nko. Na bibia ni atai. Na minister bia huni fit. I find the fit. DC bia find the fit. Obia hu be bia wo. Afi no here the torch na be to wo monso so.
Allah. E wo e betne.
May the first ministry I call a ministry of health.
Okwaji mamenu asese ho.
And I making say what medical call. Na ya hwe bibia enti no I can forward baby said your nyama nhwade no. Papa ne say obie no obedi minister. Only we know. But the year catch them on a say aban sika ne de men fa wo sankoka
what me ko see or Tramode hospital as kro Sevilla hospital ntumi mbia
na de no mfa nsan
wakobio
na make us what Sevilla hospital
mpacho man
ontwa ahomam
mpacho yem fa president
solid
yembo
I will go through our social contract, the things we'll do in the first 120 days after we leave Independence Square on 7th January 2025. One, we'll put in place a robust code of conduct and standards for all government officials in line with the principles of ethical leadership, modesty, humility, integrity, and accountability. We will nominate all our cabinet ministers for parliamentary approval within the first 14 days in office. We would have named all our cabinet ministers. We will constitute the leanest and most efficient government in the history of the Fourth Republic in the first 90 days in office. We will hold a national economic dialogue to discuss the true state of the economy and prepare a homegrown fiscal consolidation program to guide the budget. Number 5, we'll commence the drafting of needed legal amendments and preparation for the implementation of the 24-hour economy policy under the office of the President. Number 6, we'll establish an accelerated export development council, which I will personally chair, to promote exports as part of a broader strategy for economic transformation. Number 7, we'll convene a national consultative conference on education with CHAS, NAGRAT, NAT, CCT, NAPS, CETAG, Vice Chancellors Ghana, PRINCOF, TEWU, UTAG, PTAs, students, think tanks, academia, parents, and other stakeholders to build consensus on the improvement of our education sector, including the free SHS. Number 8, we'll scrap the following draconian taxes to alleviate hardship and ease the high cost of doing business in our first 90 days in office. 1, e-levy. 2, COVID levy. 3, betting tax. 4, emissions levy. And we'll review taxes and levies on vehicles and equipment imported into the country for industrial and agricultural purposes. 9, we'll introduce the no academic fee stress policy for all first-year students in public tertiary educational institutions, in universities, in technical universities, in polytechnics, colleges of education, nursing training institutions, under our no fee stress initiative. We will budget for this, and the money will be given to the Student Loan Trust. It will register all the level 100 students, and it will pay the money to their universities on their behalf so that they don't have to go and pay anything. It will be a grant, it's not be a loan, it will be a grant, so they don't have to pay for it. 10, we'll introduce the following social intervention policies. 1, free tertiary education for persons with disability. The Ghana Medical Care Trust Fund, which will be a fund that will help the treatment of kidney ailments, hypertension, heart disease, high blood pressure, and all those kinds of things. We'll commence within 120 days the distribution of free sanitary pads to female students in basic and secondary schools. 11, we'll institute inquiries or forensic audits into the following matters of public interest. 1, MPP's collapse of indigenous Ghanaian banks and financial institutions at a supposed cost of 25 billion Ghana cedis. We'll institute an audit into the illegal printing of money by the Bank of Ghana to finance the corrupt Akufo-Addo by Onua administration. We'll investigate the 58 million National Cathedral scandal. We'll investigate the COVID-19 expenditure scandal. We'll investigate corruption scandals, including the PDS Ejapa, SML, Ambulance Spare Parts, 13th All-African Games, SkyTrain, Palugu Dam, Mass Sets, Galamsey Fraud, missing excavators, missing tricycles, illegal and inflated single-source contracts, bus scandals, and many others. We institute a government policy banning all political appointees and politically exposed persons from buying any state assets. We will allocate seed money within 120 days for the establishment of the Women's Development Bank to support women-owned and women-led businesses. We will launch the following priority job creation programs in the budget. The first is Ejumara, that is the entrepreneurial project to promote 10,000 young entrepreneurs and mentor them. The 1 Million Coders program will roll out a Made in Ghana agenda to promote the production and consumption of locally produced goods, particularly through leveraging of government spending power. 15, we'll review the Customs Amendment Act 2020 to scrap the law banning the importation of salvage vehicles, to rescue the local automotive industry in Swami Magazine, Konkompe, Aboso Okai, and all others. 16, we'll lay before Parliament a new bill to usher in a new era of government scholarship administration, which will, among others, prohibit political appointees from accessing government scholarships and eliminate political patronage, cronyism, nepotism, and corruption in the award of government scholarships. We'll make the scholarships process transparent, publish the names of everybody who is given a scholarship so that the whole country will know who are getting those scholarships. 17, we will aggressively confront the illegal mining menace and place a ban on illegal and new mining activities in forest reserve and roll out our Tree for Life and Blue Water initiative to heal and sustainably harness the environment by turning areas and water bodies degraded by illegal mining into economic and ecological recovery hubs. 18, we'll launch the Black Star Experience. It's our major creative industry and tourism initiative. So the Black Star Experience will be launched. It's an initiative as Ghana's flagship culture, arts, creative industry and tourism brand to transform Ghana into a preferred hub for creative industry and tourism. 19, we'll commence investigative processes to purge state security agencies of all militia and vigilante elements who are causing havoc in our country. 20, we'll reopen investigations into major unresolved criminal cases, including the 2020 election killings, Ayawaso West Wagomba election violence, murder of Ahmed Swale and Silas Wulo Chame. 21, we'll initiate a probe into the man-made disaster caused by the VRA spillage from the Akosombo and Kon dams that displaced and destroyed the livelihoods of thousands of citizens in the Volta region. And we will take immediate steps to provide compensation for the victims, including those in the lower Volta, those in Oti, those in Bono East, those in the Savannah regions, and other areas that were affected by the flooding. We'll carry out a shake-up of all loss-making SOEs and realign them to break even and transition into profit-making. This is our social contract with the people. A lot of people ask me, you're going to find an economy in a mess. How are you going to handle all this? We're going to realign our expenditure. We're going to cut out waste. We'll realign the budget so that we can create more fiscal space in order to finance these projects. We're going to use innovative methods to raise the resources so that we can finance these projects. We're going to prioritize, strictly prioritize, and select the most important projects that will create immediate benefits for the people of Ghana. We're going to put our money where our mouths are. That is what a new NDC.
All right, so 120 days. And Emma, His Excellency, the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, Ekase Obeyeno Ebinono. And if you look at Utiene carefully, those things are doable. Those things are possible. So it is possible. So because first one, no, naming all the ministers
within 14 days.
Within 14 days.
The 14 days started from
the started here. I say right
after
from Independence Square. There be a China. Masa wundi president da.
Say is
that deputy president?
Who be the president? Can say that. Second deputy. Who can say that who days? There be Onua can say him say right from Independence Square. I can tell you on authority, the ministerial list is ready.
It's ready.
Chairman.
But the ministerial list is ready.
Mami 5.
This is list,
energy.
This is list, by
Eric Opoku agree.
By maybe ending of this month or first week, second week, February. Now, and so it's ready. Chief executives, ada ministerial list in the I mean, some names will come out before, and then others would also follow suit. It's naming of appointees. Eka 120 days are there now, and we share say obeye obecha e-levy anyway. I am very sure, even though executive instruments, do you see it there? But I think that John Hammer would want it to be part of the first budget. Budget, and so will be somewhere in the State of the Nation's address. If you look at it carefully, preparation for it will be somewhere in February, and then we'll have the budget statements. Supplementary budget. They said another so the supplementary budgets and all. So either say supplementary budget and they cancel all the levies and now say State of the Nation's address. He will make a pronouncement and then it's gone. Setting up committees to our Onua chair to make sure say but I will still say that, Your Excellency, meaning say back. But make sure the people that you will select them to help you govern this country, First of all, we must take the opposite away and say, yes, a party for get people they kind of take the opposite away and say, now obey so a year, Jumano. Now the so the 120 days in Yamana Mahama Kasa obey by 111th day, no way we need the also person here to each and obey to me at Tunchia. Obey 9 days earlier.
Sir.
Yes.
No, sir, no.
Obey 9 days earlier because some committees in a good table so or that. It's just a statement to throw it out to the public.
I'm even happy for the fact that before the story in what the car points
chief of staff deputy chief of staff
the chief of staff will be an
Sir John
Yapon Dr. Sapon
SS Mikochiano.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't know.
That's all who they can. Tia catch in the area. Why by Naba power? Why by Naba power? Oh, yeah, PPD.
Oh, sir,
and then you, Jenny. I don't put it.
Hey, now Jesus, you know what you fancy.
Hey, what's up with your numbers now?
What's my wife? But honestly speaking, I've been with the I've been with the MPP for a very long time. All my political life and my experience and I've used it to work for the NPP. But I've never been appreciated by any political party far better than the NDC today. honestly speaking, I felt appreciated.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean,
I
mean, crowd, you know. It was.
Now is it easy to go and interview speaker? What you
Nah.
I know I could do na shasi.
Oh, mama ne kasa mosapo asem ni me.
Honorable Samosapo, yeah, catch your plane. We any plane fa. Obi aso ni ho be kokro. Baby, I will show you no send your location. Wuni ma tewo me no me wa fade ho ti me no me be nkum na aje. Baby, I will show you no send the location. Oh, me minim 3 places I be here na me hunu.
Who do you guys say Kumasi?
Sao, ti enko hwe no. Ana Onua.
Mo the camera net to side there.
Ana wo Samosapo. And that's me who a word I could, but time na me come maybe I want to say absolutely engaging into now. So it's me true. What's another person who
no, not JB Nana. Time at JB war grounds. And I'm who na of a word I could be who watch it. Also, but you are Vamisiana Central Region for
I did acquire Washington region or Papa no Bado.
I'm telling you.
Once I could do the near mention a bem. Because I could find a person sans sotina bust, not sans chateau, man, no so on yet. No one casa ne party for no bemon, one casa could find no bachelor. But not that what I could. Equia could do, I were cassim.
Is also a queer.
I were cassimuna, Sassamina could do ya. Yeah, and I feel say, oh, when you say yes, uncle, say my bread, dear baby Amra, not to see me.
But what I could so call both of you,
a word I call I do a year of Boston, no. I think there's a Ocho book, and I say, the beer, woman in the corner, Chinese no grooming, not you would hope because one my fuel and shorted that.
And you're stable so for a very long time.
And I say, no one what them. See, I'm no case. Another way, if you were 2 weeks ago.
Now, so what 2 bedroom?
What room said 2 weeks? Now, what you if you want to say, son? Obian, you be that. Rather, so pleasure, I was swimming, sir.
I look, I say. So, I look, so kind.
Oh, I look.
I say, me found number man who Nananka. Onye Mumma, Banaka, person, the media, and Jinam,
for number.
Hello.
And that that's all your champagne ni
the actually be popping ni
nanka e be popping you
I don't care tuta
eti extra no ya the champagne ni bi be ka ho extra e be pop champagne
we
obi ya de ma wade extra na wo da se ya ede
we 38%.
And that we no so we're 12.5%.
We're 12.5%.
We're
38.7.
38. So that's why I did 38.2.
That's what that's what percentage. That's about.
Yes, sir.
And Jeno bet me ada.
What's it?
And about me bet me ada.
Oh, wada. Bosume. Eti nyame adoma echina no ye be pop champagne no.
Chinebe di enu. But doctor baby I will be as so baby why na ye ba.
It is our champagne now bet me ato aba.
Oh yeah, bra.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, Obama say men kan just also cook here many.
Honorable Obama.
David.
Also pick me. Oh, Nana, to came in see.
Me brand.
Came in Yagbina.
I told you,
David became a Yagbina. Obia, open
Munja, not so bad. On the to be office. Yeah, Papa
can't say Kabibia. I say,
oh, graphic officer, oh, but in one be from a boss to be. Me doing yammy.
Open Avim.
Yeah, 2 1 back one see the laptop.
Zuba.
I know what your man has so. And why isn't century?
But what about convincing me for Zuba?
No, Zuba. I mean,
Baba, I know him.
Yes, you know Zuba very well.
Say, oh, share the yeah, Ejuma waye titu tama na ye woku the folks so take cares and then all that and you can tell sir Zuba age but I think someone Medina unless otherwise president will be fulfilled
yeah no but for now dear
Zuba before be any president in Trimudia.
Comfortable lead.
Ubi contesting Zuba.
Zuba there no. Eba way before some maybe ever talk about.
Wow, Odin April Jai.
Oh, now go say Sika.
Because I said Zuba. Oh, he Sika. Now we just for the tone kumusra no kram.
Why?
Sometimes.
Dear boy,
it's me and I love the way John Mahama Kasai about Nanado.
Yeah,
way back and everything, but you know, Nanado I had there. Oh, why are they? Why are they? No, I say, why are they? That the why say.
And then I say,
but me I should about me as soon as I report. Sanso.
Then only beautiful better than that bago. Allah. Better be do. Say so money. Make the be do buta.
Omonima. Oh, that's about 5 days ni. One double. Say we free.
There is a pressure on that transition.
We free 5 Jubilee House 5 days.
But the transition is not pressure on. But then the oh, that be time so.
Rollins supervise say share may swear in Kufo share may swear in Professor Mills. And then Mahama so share may swear in and Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and then Nanado so repeated the same gesture, even though we need choice there, but on sweat me share may swear in a new president. So this is the beautiful thing about this republic. Yeah, transition fair. On that score, saying that Akufo-Addo has done well.
Yeah.
Kofi Nkwagye home. Now on reflect. Ada obesabasa sesusu bi mo be pa assemblyman e di wo Ghana no. Obehu ni po be ni campaign manager.
But yo me wish more of official part why. Nanaya Boga offer on your
Medina.
Oh, school year war Quincy Medina quite Presec. Yes, offer Nanaya Boga or Presec school or no primary school no more. Or say idea no a short into Yamna Media idea. Nanaya offer Yamishra.
Congratulations to you, the first ever female vice president of the Republic of Ghana. Your Excellency, Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajiman. Ma'am, big congratulations. And then also congratulations going out there to our new president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Your Excellency, congratulations. On this note, we say bye-bye. We'll meet tomorrow morning. Stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. My name is Smart. I was ably supported by JB, Sir John, and then Nana Kwame. Then tie Koko ... White womb. Be supported. We'll meet you again tomorrow morning on March. We say bye-bye. We love you. Bye.